A cold, sentient planet with no life, a husk of its former self. Hey guys, welcome, good morning, I hope you guys are doing well. We got a lot of stuff to get over with today, a lot of stuff that we gotta share, and I'm really happy to see you guys. It's really nice. I do see Fury, Vinchica, and Starscream. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm gonna check and see if the audio is a-okay on my end, like always. And yeah, we got quite a few things to share. We did get pretty much everything drawn out, but let me just quickly see how it sounds. What was that mono? Hey Vector, give me 1 second. What's that monologue? What monologue that was just silence? It's it was nothing. I don't know what monologue you were talking about. Yeah, there was nothing there. Anything at all. But yeah, we got quite a few things to share. Like I said before, we spent most of the stream yesterday just working on the actual first scene itself. Where is it? Over here. We managed to get this done, but we really, like, after everything finished, or at least after the stream ended, we pretty much clocked in and tried to focus on every single panel here that we also had mapped out. So fortunately, that was able to be done. It took a second. Obviously, some of these panels aren't that crazy, but we did spend a good bit before we went to sleep yesterday just detailing the core, a cruel potential dark future that could occur, well, or maybe one that may or may not be prevented. We could see. Also, hello Fluffy, welcome, dropping massive hints without us noticing. I don't know what you're talking about, Vector. I don't know what could be stated at all. Morning Palace, Fury, Vector, Starscream, nice. And I see Vanshika greeting everyone as well too. Also, what you been up to, Fluffy? It's good to hear from you as well. Have you, are you managed to relax? Are you working on more D&D stuff as always? I always want to know more of the stuff that you and everyone else here are also working on. I love the core. I'm interested to see its coloration. Ooh, are you, Fury? I will say, at least like the core itself, we've shown Uzeus before. I mean, I've shown the map a couple times, and like the actual design of that is pretty much a mishmash of a bunch of different colors, since the core of Uzeus itself gave birth to all the slimes and Ooze-kind as a whole. Right here, right, we can kind of see that. That's more for like the viewer to see the core itself, but in reality, when you're on the planet of Uzeus, it's a really I guess like mesh, or like really hard to see anything deep within the ocean. It's more so for us to be able to witness it. But yeah, so it's something that I'm also excited for. All right, Servalis, I guess I was just imagining things. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what you're mentioning specifically, Vector, if you were talking about some random dialogue, because whoever was there may or may not have been me. Also, hello, Mike. Welcome. Great to see you too, Mike. Have you been chilling? Have you been working on stuff? I know, I would say after stream, we did talk a little bit about some interesting developments for more Slimeverse lore, and I'm really excited to eventually share that too. But hopefully you've been doing well. I know it's super late over there in Australia. I flagged on my own channel for D&D in a server, so I invited all the players who wanted to be in it. Nice! That's good to hear, Fury. So you got your own channel for D&D in a server. So is that like a D&D server where like a bunch of different people like join up and like do different sessions, or is that something else? Ooh, congrats. I would say that's a big congrats to Fury. But also, yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well. This is a very ominous scene that I did want to depict. I'm okay, I'm relaxing. In my hotel room, writing my rogue backstory. I see. I hope that's a lot of fun though, Fluffy. And I always say this every stream, but I do mean it. If you ever want to share more like details about your own character in regards to the rogue or the monk, or just anything that does excite you want to share with us, please feel free to do so. I always like learning more about your guys' D&D characters, and it's always a lot of fun for me too, because I, like everyone else here, gets ideas, I get ideas, we can collaborate and do stuff like that too, and it's always a lot of fun. I'm doing good, just really tired from a long session that lasted until 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Oh my god! 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. How long was that? Wait, was that like over 8-ish hours? More than 8-ish hours? Jesus. So you're still up after that, Mike? 11 to 7 is crazy. I don't think I would last after that, a lot of our sessions, Mike, and end up for like Eternity's campaign, Crochet's campaign, even Hades' campaign. We'll like usually do from like 6 to 11-ish. I could not imagine 11 to 7. Kudos to you and the whole party over there, though. The Lord of the Rings D&D game freaking died. The DM's computer bricked. Oh no. Also, welcome, Radio. I'm super sorry to hear that. You're having a Lord of the Rings D&D session? If you melt him, can you pour Valis? I don't know, but hello, Slime Friend. Hey, Pancrap, hello. If you melt him, you better not melt me. I mean, can slimes be poured into a specific cup and be drank? I don't even want to answer that. No, I'm not answering that at all. But hello, Pancrap. I hope you're doing well as always. We're getting stuff ready. We managed to get a lot of this stuff done. Pretty much like every single frame we did sketch out. Yesterday, we pretty much got done after streams, like this big ritual ceremony gathering for the oozes. We have that drawn. We have some like small landscape shots for different civilizations that oozes control over. Same with Teledris, a little shot right here where we have our ooze chieftain Aegis there, about to conduct her own ritual and become the chieftain for her people as well. For Val's answering the question, will it I'm not answering that. I'm not answering that, Pancrap. I'm not. Not at all. 11 to 7 sounds amazing. Does it, Fury? Back there, 11 to 7? Yeah, no way I'll have that much time. I could not. Even if I do have that much time back there in Fury, I would not be able to survive. Like, I would not be coherently RPing or just like being a part of that session. Imagine if there was multiple combat sessions too, because at least with our party, we usually tend to take like probably like over a couple hours with combat, because some people, I'm not pointing fingers, but there's like one-ish person, two-ish people in our party that will take like 20 to 30 minutes on their turn. And you know what, there's nothing wrong with being like a bit of a slower like individual when it comes to like choosing what you want to like do in your turn, right? Because D&D is very complicated. The only caveat I have is that we've been playing together for quite some time. We don't really have that many spells or abilities to do in a combat. Combat's fairly straightforward, and it drags out a little bit. But it is what it is. It gives me a bit of time to like get some food when it's their turn, and then I'll accidentally miss something when it happens. I'm like, oh no, why is somebody downed? Why is somebody else accidentally in my vicinity? Like, you know, stuff like that can't occur, but you know, it is what it is. Everyone plays at their own pace. It's just I know damn well if I had that kind of session with some people in our party, I would be freaking out. I would be absolutely freaking out. Hi, Mr. Valis. I'm gonna look for now. Got you. Because I need to make the best of this glue gun my friend let me borrow, since I have to give it back to him tomorrow. Absolutely, Starscream. I'm excited to see what you do end up working on, so I'm wishing you the best of luck in that regard. But got you. Poor Val, I'm not even. That's insane. I'm doing as good as I can, just feeling socially drained. That is completely understandable from Mike as well, because that is super long. Some of the members had to work in the next morning, so they had to leave quickly because they can only have 4 hours of sleep or something. Why did the session drag for that long though, Mike? Especially there was only 4 hours of sleep or something? Was it like, since it is like the holidays and stuff like that, were you guys going to not have another session for the rest of the month? Or were there other reasons for that too? Scruffy, wait, is that Scruffy? Oh my goodness, wait, Scruffy! Hey, that's a returning individual that was in our Slimeverse endeavors early on. Hey, Scruffy, welcome. I'm sorry if I'm a little behind on some of the comments, but it's nice to see you too with the SANI. Anything about the SANIs. But it's really good to see. For those of you that don't know, Scruffy was here very early on, like some of my earlier streams, probably like the first month or two. We support each other on TikTok and other social media platforms, and they themselves are an incredible artist too. So I'm always happy to see returning faces. This is not D&D, this is Pathfinder. Oh yes, obviously this is not the same TTRPG, a different TTRPG. I would just be drowning soda, eating food and such. I would definitely have to take breaks for a few minutes to wee or something. give food, but I can definitely sit there playing. I mean, that's fair, Fury. I know some people are absolutely built different. I myself, if I had to do a session for that long, I don't know if I could make it. I genuinely don't know. Oh, wait, Zen as well. Welcome, Zen. Fish with the coffee this time. I wonder what emote will be for tomorrow. If Zen does grace us with our presence tomorrow as well. 20-30 minutes on a turn. We were lucky if we had 20-30 seconds, and if we didn't say our bonus action first, our DM didn't give us a chance to add it after. Oh my god, Lux. You don't understand. We had, like, there was no time limit, and I know our DMs are now trying to enact a time limits rule for 5 minutes per turn, just for one person. I shit you not, Lux. I take, like, a minute or two at most of my turns. That's just because I play a very, very simple class or character most of the times, so I try to do my turn as quickly as possible so other people can, like, get their turns going, because I know combat usually takes a while, but yeah, it's insane. For that one individual in our party, they take forever. They take absolutely forever on that stuff. It's insane. That's brutal. 20 to 30 minutes. Oh yeah, 20-30 seconds. All I can say is crazy stuff happened, and we didn't have a proper rest, but I did a clutch moment, nice, when a member got up to 1 health, and I was able to get them out and kill the enemy. Oh my goodness. No, that's not me and hi. That is you, Scruffy. I'm pretty sure that is you. You tuned in early in our streams, I remember as well, and you would also ask pretty good art questions. And I forgot, it was like our first or second month where you were here, where we were just drawing and working on like some Slimeverse emotes, like some very, very early things. But I could be wrong, but I do remember you. I'm pretty sure I do. But Baron Crab did. Stop dancing! Stop dancing with these SANIs! Get them out of here! No! Thank goodness Lux is ready to gun them down. He can go up to a dead person, resurrect them by giving all of his HP to them. Oh, kind of related, but not to my paladin. Fama has a spell called Martyrdom. Oh, so you can resurrect them by giving all his HP to them. That's kind of cool. So wait, do they sacrifice themselves, or do they go down in the process? The SANI Alliance is forever. Why? Why is the SANI Alliance still here? No. Then too, and also he's getting a bit busier with work, and he couldn't get some break for it. And also, we couldn't just leave it to cliffhanger. We just wanted to finish it because some wild stuff happened. That's understandable. Yeah, because I know at least a big reason why some sessions are kind of being longer around this time. Usually, is from what I've heard from some people, is that because the holidays, that's a big thing. And obviously, most of the times people in D&D play with older groups, and older groups have more responsibilities like work and other stuff, like with family, kids, and stuff. So scheduling stuff like that becomes more and more harder. I know scheduling has been a bit more of an issue for us from time to time, because there'll be like some sort of holiday event, or there'll be like somebody's birthday and whatnot. Same things you guys will probably deal with in your own sessions and whatnot. So yeah, the hardest, I've said this a million times, the hardest mechanic or the hardest encounter in D&D will never be some level CR30 Tarask or something, or some overpowered lich, or some crazy boss mechanic. It will always be the scheduling. The scheduling encounter will always be the most fatal for most groups, and it's always a pain. But I feel like most of you, or at least anyone that does play D&D or has been part of D&D for a while, kind of gets that. I'm finally free. Exams are last day tomorrow. Hey, finally my break. I keep seeing your notice almost every day. Beating to watch. Nice to see there's more peeps here. I absolutely, Scruffy, and I'm happy to hear that the exams are or last day is tomorrow, and I'm happy to see you here too. Sorry if I am delayed on comments. I do try to read as many as possible, and this is kind of like in the beginning part of the stream. I do like a little bit of debriefing of what we're gonna be doing for the rest of the stream. Pretty much just lining stuff up for our Slimeverse. We have so many details to share with you too, Scruffy. We've been working on a lot of stuff. Maybe you have seen some of these here and there, but we have so many things to share. Since the last time you've been here, we have so many variants for the oozes and the slimes too. There's a lot of details there that we have had in the server as well before. We even have like the Vitons, another alien species that we created. We have so much to detail, but fortunately we have been working on this video. We've been working on a lot of assets. It's been taking forever, but hopefully it has enough details where a lot of people here that may have not been here for a while, or just newcomers alike, can watch and at least gain a general sense of like Ooze's history, some tendencies of the slime individuals and ooze individuals here, and yeah, just be interested in maybe making a character or two in the future, right? That's just something that I am planning on having as well. 5 minutes a turn? What? Oh no, I am super behind. No! Has the rebellion succeeded? Okay, Scruffy, no. You can't side with Radio's cult behavior. You can't do this. The problem with being rushed is that 3 or 4 of us were new to D&D, so we had no clue what we were doing. On the plus side, I went a session using Flame Blade and Flaming Sphere during a fight, and my DM didn't catch that. They were both concentration spells. Losma had to explain to me what a concentration spell was. That's understandable. Yeah, because even for us, I mean, it is kind of messed up that they gave you a time restriction like that, especially when you guys are learning and new to D&D, so that probably like I wouldn't say stunted, but like kind of like altered with how your learning curve was, especially since D&D can be pretty complicated. A lot of other TTRPGs, depending what class you're playing, right? If you're not playing like a monk or a fighter, but you're playing like what, like a wizard or a sorcerer, like any spellcaster period, it gets a lot more intricate. So having that kind of limits to a newer party, I would say was a bad thing. But maybe if you guys said your gripes or said something in regards to that, and you were able to remedy that, that would have been nice. But I am sorry that you had to deal with that. That's really rough, especially as a new player. I hope I hyper focus on fights, so I immediately know what I'm doing. And S&D, get the turns done with a minute or so. It takes time due to dice rolling, adding everything, but that's it. I mean, that's good though, Fury. Like I said, if for the people here that do know how to play their classes or know a lot of the intricacies of D&D and can get a turn going in a pretty quick manner, that's always nice, especially since from my experience, combat always takes at least 1 to 2 hours with our party's dynamic. But at least it's cool to see that for some of you guys are way more capable and know how to handle your characters. Because for me, I keep things very simple. I use maybe 1 or 2 of the same spells as always and just move on. I am not the best D&D player. I will admit that a million times, just because I personally, my enjoyment for D&D comes from creating stuff around it and helping DMs if they want like certain visual assets made. I'm not the best at RPing, I'm not the best at combat, but I try to just at least be there and enjoy the moments, because you know, at least though it's kind of like saddish to say, but not really. The older you get, the harder it is to kind of like find time to spend with certain people that you very much care about. And D&D is one of those like outlets where a lot of like my friends do end up like just banding together for like once every now and then, like once in the week, and then it's just an enjoyable experience just being able to spend time with them, at least if it's for like a couple hours and stuff like that. That's like one of my favorite things to do, specifically with D&D. The revolution continues on. We will not succeed until the vital. No! Sorry, repost. Hello, Lux. Oh, wait, Chico's greeting Lux. Choosing what to do on your turn is like being in a fast food line, but only deciding what to order when you reach the counter. It's a sacrifice thing. Instead of the player playing a dying throw, they just go down, take 2 failed death saves, and immediately make another death save. Damn! Oh, so that's for Martyrdom Fury? That sounds really cool though. I'm a fan of that kind of stuff. I like playing like selfless heroes or stuff that where like the big hero does like a crazy sacrifice and stuff like that too. So that sounds like something that'll be up my alley with like that kind of ability. Oh, Chico, Chico, greeting Chico, the hello. I had one hell of a reunion. One was a misunderstandment with my character, Silly Werewolf Girl, as Leia's siblings come. They thought she was in trouble, but we were able to clear it up. And then guess fucking what? My past character's grandpa is back from the dead? What? Your character's past grandpa, or your past character's grandpa, not as late as your past character. What the hell? Did somebody resurrect them, or is there like a necromancer issue that's occurring within your Pathfinder campaign, Mike? Radio High, Fury's creating radio. You were in here yesterday? Oh god, yeah, right, radio. Fury absolutely blessed us yesterday, and we got a lot of support from a lot of the community members yesterday. I'm still taken aback by how generous you and everybody else were. I don't want to talk about it too much, but I just do want to thank Fury for the support, and everybody else too that has given our support in the last couple days. It's been absolutely incredible, guys, and I'm extremely thankful for everything that has come our way. But thank you again. The former Demon Lord is back. Oh, absolute world domination. I am so glad Scruffy comes back and immediately sides with the Coltons again. What the hell? Every single time. No. I rolled to seduce the scheduling. Early workdays are terrible. Oh no. Actually, I remember something I was doing when life got very busy. The DM gave me an NPC to play with for the session. Did it 3 times. Why do I loosely remember you talking about that though, Vector? Or maybe somebody else mentioned that they had to like take over an NPC because scheduling got rough. It's hard. Like I said before too, Vector, I eventually want to have some sort of Slimeverse TTRPG-esque campaign thing. No time soon, but I would love to have you guys as a part of it, because it would be absolutely fantastic. Because I know that, like, with you and some people here, like, scheduling ends up being a bit of a conflict, but I would love to do at some point where it's like around the same time as the streams, and it could be like a fun little like series of one-shots, so we get a lot of people into the mix, or we have like one very long campaign that shuffles different people out and whatnot. It's something that is still in the works, but like that wouldn't be for like several years down the line. But since there are a lot of people here that are a fan of TTRPG campaigns, I personally would love to have that be a thing later down the line, especially with all the different slime colors being based loosely off different D&D classes. I think we could do a pretty good job with that too. Oh my god, a map. I've seen snippets, but whoa. Yes, Scruffy, we have a lot made. I must be really behind. I do apologize if I'm very delayed, guys, but we do have a lot of things made here in regards to like some crew members with the Athesian. We have Callahan, Mika, Hollow, Rena, Escargot, because she drives fast, and it's very much a name that I liked from Chowder with the snail cars. I don't know why. I didn't really like Chowder too much, but I did like the Escargots for some freaking reason. But we had that going on. We have even more crewmates than them, but obviously I haven't been able to update some of these things. Oh, also, Scruffy, we have I don't think you were here for the Spookathon, but we have like Spookathon icons here, like little Spookathon crew member costumes that I drew in the past. Maybe you guys see it there, where we have like Mika, we have Rena in her Mafia costume, we have also Hades that in the I'm not gonna talk about Hades too much, but we have just a bunch. Callahan in their Barbarian outfits, we have also Luke in the Trapper outfits, a bunch. I'll just quickly showcase some of these too, but yeah, we have Taka as well in like the Chainsaw Massacre design. We have Quinn. They're not a crew member, but they are still one of my favorite characters that Crumbs made in the past as Count Dracula. Well, actually, are they Dracula? They're from Dead by Daylight as well, or Castlevania. I think it is Dracula. I'm sorry if I'm brain farting right now, but we have also King as Wolverine. We have a bunch. Parasites as Chucky, you know, or Legally Distinct Chucky. Crochet as Hannibal. Like the list goes on and on. J Money as Pinhead. So many. Radio's character Strigoi, if I do remember correctly, as a pseudo Frankenstein amalgamation, as well as Angsky. We have Moxie's character. Damn, how many are there? How many did I make? Oh, there's still 3 more. We have Moxie. We also have Lux as Mega Sableye, because since it was just too good to not do that design. We have so many that I could also share. Vector's character right here as sort of a nemesis type of design as well. And then we ended off with Dork Slime, since they were one of the original crewmates within the Athesian, and we just made them as the Wraith from Dead by Daylight as well. A lot of these were based off of killers from Dead by Daylight, and some of them were a bit more out there, like we had like Wolverine and Hannibal and stuff like that. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and hopefully maybe in the future you can tune in to our little Slimeverse endeavors or the Spookathon stuff too. I've seen it's a lot to share. And Basel looks around. Wait, am I the oldest subscriber? Are you, Fury? I mean, we have a few, we have fairly young and fairly old individuals. I myself being 300 years old. I'm y'all senior. I mean, we have some older individuals within our community too, Fury, if I'm not mistaken. And besides that, I might have actually stayed up a little longer while I was writing the SAT. So oops. I was like, damn, Mike has been on. I didn't want to say anything, Mike, but I was like, you were on fairly late with writing this, but I didn't want to address that at all. Because like, oh, maybe Mike usually stays up this late. But no, guys, I forgot when it was, Mike, that you were messaging specifically, but it was like maybe like what, 2-ish or 3-ish hours after stream? Wasn't that like, I don't know, 6 or 7 a.m. over there? Like, for our time, like if it's like 2 or 3 p.m. over here, I don't remember specifically what it was, but I can see why you were up a little later than usual. It is what it is. I'm working towards getting a 12-hour shift job. That will mean only working 3 days a week. Ooh. So within 3 days and 12-hour shift jobs, I mean, if that is something that you are a fan of radio or you can work within, then hopefully that does go well. I've been AFK for almost 2 months. Wait, has it only been 2 months, Scruffy? I feel like it's been way longer. Hunches over and gets a K. Now give me attention as I walk slowly in front of you all. I mean follower, not an actual sub. Sorry, I'm mostly a YouTuber person. Oh, I see. Okay, I would say Fury probably would be one of the oldest followers then, in terms of like the actual length, because I would say if anybody was here from our YouTube side, then they probably are way here before Twitch, because I was on YouTube like probably like a year or 2 before I started streaming. So yeah, I would say you are one of the older followers in that sense. I think you meant like in age. I was like, no, there are some. No, there's not just kids here. I swear there's adults here as well. You know, we have a good mix, a good wide age demographic. I promise you, it's not just kids. I swear. And then that's when everyone makes a confession. Actually, Valis, I am 10 years old. I had to tell you this, but even though you thought I was a grown-ass man, I'm really just a toddler. I was like, wait, why do you convey yourself in such a mature way? What the hell? Why have you guys been lying this whole time? Nah, same. I've been engrossed in my own stuff. Okay. What's up, Sigma Slimers? Hey, Moxie! Sorry that I'm a little behind on comments. I'm very delayed on some of these messages, but I'm trying to respond to as many as possible. Well, these are some of the early versions that oozes as well. Hello, my Rizzler. What is that? What? What are these new gorgeous sketches? We have a lot to share, Scruffy. I probably should be sharing, or not sharing, but I should be probably talking about what we're going over today. But I do want to try my best to catch up on some comments, because we do have a lot to showcase. But yeah, we have been working on a lot of just Slimeverse assets as well. I was Druid during the first campaign and Bard during the second. It's why my Bard just defaulted to melee fighting, because I didn't get the time to figure out what spells I could use offensively, and Bardic Inspiration wasn't in my vocabulary. I see, Lux. I will say this again, it is so unfortunate that like they gave you that restriction, because I'm sure there's other classes where if you were given the amount of time to learn it, you'd probably be a big fan of, especially since spellcasters can always be very interesting, a lot of fun to experiment with. But I'm sorry that they gave you that rule. That's such a like punishing restriction, especially since your party had a lot of newcomers into the mix. But hopefully you still very much enjoy D&D. Actually, I remember before you were saying that you couldn't be a part of the current group anymore because of the drive. Have you found a new D&D group or anything else in that matter? Oh my god, I've completely forgot to give my character more feats. Oh, did they level up, Mike? They better have leveled up after that like 8-hour session. Combat my campaign, I plan on having maybe 1 or 2 characters per player. Ooh, okay. That's gonna be pretty cool. Wait a minute, especially if there's going to be so many magical characters who can warp space and time. Oh my god. I'm probably it's gonna take a minute for me to get to this answer, Fury. But what level is the campaign starting at? Because I remember you were talking about the mirror themes and tropes in regards to like the villain, if I remember correctly, and I thought that was gonna be really exciting, but I'm curious as to the starting level for that too. Wait a minute, do I see eyes on the shoulders? Another similarity to my main OC? Oh, are there eyes on, if you're referencing Nephrodite, yes, we kind of showcased this before. Oh, Scruffy probably hasn't seen this either. But we did, with the Pantheon members, I did state that Nephrodite has a centaur-like deer appearance to her, but when she gets really upset, these slits on the shoulders are actually eyes. Same with above these two eyes, there's slits here and there's slits down here. So all of these are more like arachnid features that when Nephrodite is much more upset with the laws of life and death being disturbed, she will start morphing herself to becoming more arachnid-like. That is something that we did include right here as well, to kind of show hand in hand where like the centaur-y kind of like deer motifs to her is more of like that life. And I guess you could also connect a spider to like the weavers of fate and whatnot, so I wanted to interlace both of those a little bit. I haven't drawn that form, that more arachnid form, but that will be something that we hopefully get going in the future as well. I'd rather there be an even playing field. The enemies may be tougher than they should be. Okay. Mika, your character doesn't have feet. Oh, no, not feet like that. I just woke up. Hey, Strider! I'm sorry if that comment was a while ago, but welcome, Strider. I'm so sorry for being a bit behind. My characters have feats and features. They were given to them, but I haven't recently gave them. Okay. Oh, no, I think it was... oh no, it may be a typo, but I think Mika meant like feats with like an A. Like I think Fury was talking about literal feats, but Mika was talking about like feats like the gameplay mechanic. Or I don't know, I may be a little confused in that regard. Speaking of D&D, I've joined one like 4 months ago. It's called Prismatic Train. Congrats on that, Scruffy. Playing a 3-foot-tall pink wizard, Crystal. Best D&D experience so far. However, I feel I fall short in terms of role-playing my pacifist character, but the DM is awesome. That's still good to hear, Scruffy. I'm happy that you're part of a campaign. I am a huge advocate for D&D, and I genuinely do feel like more people should take an active role or try to find like a party. The biggest thing that I have gripes with D&D is some groups you can have a really bad first experience with if you don't have the right party, or if you have like a DM that's like a bit too strict or a bit too punishing, especially if you don't really know what's going on. There's a lot of things that can go awry, but if you have the right group of people and you have just a really fun dynamic between others, it can be like one of the best things ever. And I always push it too, because a lot of you guys here are extremely creative and talented artists, and having just another excuse to make a cool, fun OC is always really interesting, and I personally am a big fan of that as well. Why are you using the SANIs after that statement? What are we doing? What? It's always... Scruffy is like another in command of the cult as well. And then there goes radio right into that too. I've spread the word of SANI to all my TTRPG pals. Why did you do that, radio? The oppressors cannot win. I'm not even trying to actually, well, yeah, I am trying to oppress SANI, because that horrible cat is responsible for so many bad things within our Slimeverse endeavors. And you know it damn well, Mr. Head of a Cult that assaulted our ship in, I think, season 1. You know, this horrible thing right here is just acceptable for so many things that have ruined our crewmates. Actually, I don't even know if oh my god, there's so much I could share to Scruffy, like the McDonald's land shake meal thing where we got interrogated by SANI. It's too much. But I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind doing a bit of a recap, guys. If you guys want to see stuff like that, I can do it. I can share it too. OMG, are you doing the divine SANI what? What? I'm not reading that out loud. I'm just gonna keep going down. Whoa. I want to know if my DM will allow it or enable me to use an idea I came up with, but he'd have a self-resurrection. Fama, my paladin, doesn't have a faith in the gods. He purely wills his magic into existence, and his oath tenets, one of them is to be in peak physical condition at all times, no showing fear, and to act on what to do, do not speak what they do, no boasting. Ooh. Okay, I like that. So the idea I had was where he would have such control over his body, he can will his heart to beat itself and bring him back to life. Okay, that's metal as hell. Well, text might be. No, it's all good, Fury. Boing. I'm not reading. Nope. What is Scruffy? Scruffy, you come back after like 3 or 4 months and you're doing this in the chat? What are you doing? OG, please, the TV head. They're all cool. Yes, let's go. Damn, I just got to that part where we were sharing the different images. I'm so behind. I'm sorry. Look, I'll show you the Observer too while we're at it, Scruffy. We do have them as well that you should not sit for because they are terrible. They're a horrible person. They're very chaotic. I mean, the same thing applies to Nephrodite as well. But I can also showcase another one of our gods within the Slimeverse as well. Yes, definitely tuning in again. I'm happy to hear that too, Scruffy. It's always good to have you and other returning viewers as well. I do try my best to recap as much as possible. It's just, it is really hard to do that. And hopefully when the video finally gets finished, we will have that for anyone that hasn't been here for a while and can just watch that and kind of know generally what's going on in the Slimeverse as a baseline. I'm brand new sub, so I've gotten a big Faye L. And how long I've known about you, Valis? Oh no, it's all good, radio. I would say you've known me for a good minute now too. I feel, but it's all good. 6 or I'm not reading that whole thing, Moxie. AM, you say? But I must say, I do appreciate all of you guys for tuning into our stuff and just supporting us in any way. It's just, yeah, like some people that have tuned in from YouTube, they've known some of the older content. Well, probably the same applies to TikTok too, because I kind of started YouTube and TikTok around the same time. I know Vactor originally saw me through TikTok. I could be wrong, but I do remember initially talking to Vactor through that platform as well. But it could have been somewhere else. Correct me if I'm wrong, Vactor. Moxie not trying to laugh. All right. I'm 1 day older than you. I checked, it was 5:35 a.m. when you were messaging me, Kay. Oh my god. That is insane. It was about to be 6 then. I was before Scruffy at least, and before Mike. I'm 24, I'm not old yet. Absolutely. None of you have reached the 300 old time span or years that I have, so you can always take pride in that. I myself still look pretty good for 300 years. I mean, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I do take good care of myself, and Hollow gave me some new skincare complexions like always. I always gotta say it, you know, when we're talking about age, I've aged like fine wine, and it's always something I take pride in, you know. It is what it is. I'm 14. Oh no. Why is Scruffy gulping? Gulp? I'm actually only 2 years old. Radio, how are you typing so coherently then? Makes you unfollow. It is true, Velas. I'm actually 8 years old. You are all liars. I'm 4 days only. No, you're not. You can't physically be older than 4. You can't be 4. You've been here like you were here months ago, Scruffy. No, it's Scruffy Pogging. Gulp? Why are we gulping? What are we gulping about? Damn, how did you learn English so fast? I was like, maybe Scruffy isn't human. Maybe Scruffy's another species. They implanted the Elon chip. I have not found a new group yet. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that too, Lux. But hopefully, maybe in the future, if you are interested with the Slimeverse stuff as well, I will try to have that. Like I said, it's not anytime soon, but the same invitation that I gave to Vactor also extends out to you. If you guys ever are down for that, it will probably be around the same times we usually stream, so maybe that won't be too conflicting. But we'll see. It's just something that I do intend on having in the future. But I am always happy to hear that as well. Let's have some oozes here too. Sorry that I'm yapping a little bit too much, guys. I'm happy to see you guys. I'm really happy to see you guys tuning in. I'm sorry that I haven't really been doing too much drawing, but I am trying to catch up on some of these comments. Level 1, Nephrodite. Whoa, yes! Oh wait, we just caught up to right here. Yes, we did create a sentient Mount Olympus, which is Sanctuary, aka Gallius, aka the Observer. Yep, several titles. I know it's very complicated, but just know that this is Sanctuary, aka the Observer. It's a sentient Mount Olympus where the god pantheon resides in, and then we have Nephrodite, who is the goddess of the Coreway, aka the afterlife of the Slimeverse as well. Nephrodite gives Steven Universe fusion vibes. I will say, Fury, the core for Nephrodite are these gem crystal-like horns, so there is a bit of I guess similarities there too. But to be honest, we did have some Steven Universe ideation. I think you were there early on when we were doing the initial brainstorming. Correctly, I'm pretty sure you were there, Fury. I'm very, very confident about that. And we did have Steven Universe adds some pseudo inspiration for how temporary fusions worked and stuff like that, just so some people can make interesting characters. And obviously, that would be just a normal occurrence for some jobs within slime society having a need to have like the perks of like a red slime strength, and then maybe the charisma of a yellow slime, right? To be like a very strong, suave type of like a telenovela, or like a Latin type of show actor, right? Something like that. So temporary fusions were something that we did include, and we did take inspiration from Steven Universe very, very early on as well. I was gonna say Deer Woman, but Arachnid. I love this design. Thank you for that, Scruffy. I'm happy to hear that too. Their faces do the same thing with multiple eyes, but some stay closed, other open if you want to see examples. Oh, so is that's the truth, Fury? I mean, if you want to send them in the server, that by all means, yeah, feel free to do so. I thought of Nefer from Genshin, then Llama, that Deer Woman. Oh, did you? When all these drawings are finished, you can post it on a webtoon as a comic. I did want to do that as well, especially with the other comic series we have here going on. Actually, I don't even know if Scruffy saw the comic stuff we've been working on, but I did want to originally have this posted on webtoons. I know a couple of you did say that before, and hopefully in the future we can do this. I don't know if I would have to adjust the dimension ratio, the size ratio, or the dimensions of this, but I will have that there. I just need to make an account and post all this over there. But yeah, my goal next year is to have all this caught up to season 2, so we can get to the Dragon Ball Z-esque Planet Namek inspired season 2 Vitalis arc. People are going to be pushed to their limits. Some slimes are going to be on the brink of death. I will spoil it. Should I spoil it? I don't know. Will people die? Will somebody perish? Oh, is somebody in the crew going to vanish? Will they, guys? I don't know. I don't know. You may see. But I'm not trying to intentionally kill anybody's characters. So I'm not going to say that you guys are going to die. I'm just saying some very high stakes will be on the line once we get to season 2 with the Vitons. Where are they? The Vitons over here. The Vitons, yes. Stakes will increase when we get to this part. I had made a joke of meaning feet and not feet. I've been playing D&D for 10 years, so I know what a feet. Oh, I'm just tense, Fury. I'm sorry. Show me examples in Discord. I'd look it up, but I'm browsing. Other artists. Ooh, okay. I sent you a picture pointing at the eyes. Ooh, let me see that, Vector. Oh, I see. Okay. I mean, I could share this too if you want me to, but I see what you mean, because those slits, oh, they do look very the eye shape. Okay. So wait, the actual, correct me if I'm wrong, Vector, but is the actual face for your OC not the head itself, but it's the eyes like around the torso and the arms? Or am I incorrect about that? Because I mean, they look really sick. I always like looking at Vector's OC. They look so cool. Hey, Radio, if you're still here, can I acquire some creepy voice lines from you? Radio, of course. Let's go. Sure, I'll ping in a sec. Don't listen to the state-sponsored propaganda. Don't listen to what Radio's saying. Don't listen. Look, they're wearing the very suspicious culty robes as well while they're stating that. Don't listen to Radio. Glitch Valus is eating my internet, Val. Glitch Valus needs to be taken out immediately. But we did have a lot of stuff to share, so I'm sorry that I've been scrolling through quite a bit of this. But thank you so much, guys, for just tuning in to our endeavors. Hey, Cobra! Welcome, Cobra. I'm so sorry if I'm very delayed on my messages. I'm still trying to catch up as quickly as possible. But it's good to see you too, Cobra. How's your day been going? I'm sorry if I'm a little delayed. Gonna do another lurkin work. Got you, Jarl. Got you. But thank you as well for tuning in. Adjusting my auntie's choice pin. What? Wait, huh? Help? Wait, what happened to Lotus? Why does Lotus need help? Glitch Balance is eating my internet. I'm surviving off my grandma's Wi-Fi. Lotus, what's wrong? If it's easier, you can send through Discord. Trust Gran. We have Aos right there. Bang, boom, bounce. Oh my, the Zenless emotes. Scruffy, I don't want to talk about it, but I did get back into Zenless Zone Zero, and I'm very, very upset that I did. It's just something that I'm not proud of stating at all. It's very, very sad. But I did get back into it. OMG, the hot cloud man! Scruffy, not you two. Scruffy, you can't be a fan of the Observer as well! I specifically said it before. This guy is like literal the embodiment of chaos in our universe. So if you are happy, if you're nice to them, they'll turn you into a lawnmower. If you're mean to them, they'll turn you into like a piano. If you're like trying to seduce them, they may like it for a little bit, but then they'll smite you on the spot and then turn you into a laundry detergent. Like, listen, you don't want to side with the Observer. I need that to be very, very clear. This individual is not to be reasoned with. They can't be reasoned with, at least for a consistent amount of time. So I'll just leave it at that. I found you through YouTube with your shorts. Wait, did you, Colin, bro? What was my earliest short that you saw specifically? Sorry that I'm very, very behind though. But I found you through YouTube with your shorts. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. It was TikTok, yes. So me and Vector did connect through TikTok as well. I would say if you saw me through those platforms too, I did initially start YouTube and TikTok around the same time. So you guys are also pseudo OG viewers as well. It's just I have been trying to get all this stuff together. It's been a little bit tricky, but I myself have been having a lot of fun just working on stuff like this as a whole. Sending Sani's to no! Don't send them to Sani's! He is not hot, he's an abomination and Space Fun's husband. No, Dad, no. Malice, you don't look a day over 1,000. That is just... Okay. I'm just not even gonna say... I mean, day over 1,000? 300 years? Wait, that's a compliment. Okay, wait, I'm good with math. Yeah, that's a day over 1,000, yeah. A day over... Wait, no, that's years! Screw you, Lotus! I thought it was days for a second! Oh my god. No, I'm moving on. I'm moving on from that. Would you want to make a whole new TTRPG system for the Slimeverse, or more like a D&D supplement book? That's a good question, Moxie. I don't know fully the answer to that. I know a lot of you guys, a lot of you DM, and a lot of you have homebrewed your own rules. If we could make something exciting, I wouldn't be against making our own TTRPG system, because I mean, the further we stray away from like D&D and other known TTRPGs, I would say the better. If we can have our own game that's pseudo fun and exciting as well, that promotes RP moments and interesting combat, then sure, I wouldn't be against that at all. But that wouldn't be for a while from now. But it would be something really fun. I know I have some friends as well that are working on their own TTRPG that's kind of loosely based off of like anime, like really badass moments where you can like have like transformations or your own unique powers. So I do know some people that could potentially ideate or come up with interesting ideas, and if you guys are down for something like that too in the future, then we can totally work on that too. I will say the first game that I intend on making, or well, at least not make yet, we'll try to collaborate with other people and also design assets for, is the non-dating dating sim for the Slimeverse. That is something that I very, very much intend on having made, because I feel like that wouldn't be too hard of a project for us to develop as a game, and a lot of it would just be art assets to implement. So I will be doing that in the future as well. That is something that I am fairly confident about. I know some people here are excited for a non-dating dating sim within the Slimeverse, so we will have that as like kind of like a first project sort of thing. Might take me a while to take, I'm sorry, Mickey. Oh no, I missed a lot of the creation process, despite being there before the world even started getting made. Funny enough, I'm gonna say, I know you were here early on, Fury. I know Scruffy was here early on, but a lot has been developed. You missed like 1 or 2 streams, and next thing you know, you have like a whole crew. You have a little comic series where this horrible cat thing is responsible for crashing the ship, and it gets a little out of hand really, really fast. But it's been a lot of fun, and genuinely I have just enjoyed all the ideas that you guys have been sending our way and have been trying to implement into the mix. Mike has been sending a lot of really good details, especially in regards to the dreamscape and other stuff in that regard. We even have our Athesian design, the whole ship in the current season 2 tense. Do not venture into the Moros at all, or else you will get ejected, but don't worry about that too much. We have a lot of different ideations and different things that we can implement in the future, so I'm excited, and I hope you guys are excited too. But cloud, no clouds, no clouds, no, you can't have anything to do with the observer, Scruffy. No buts. Oh, BRB, I'm gonna go help Mike. All good, radio. Gonna lurk and work on my rogue backstory. Got you, Fluffy. Like I said before, if you ever want to share details, I'm excited for that. But have a lot of fun with that, and thank you so much for lurking, Fluffy. Webtoon, I love Webtoon. Yes, we will be including the comic series into Webtoons eventually. I don't know how hard it is to have this transferred over 1-to-1, just because this is the same dimensions for the phone, like a vertical format, so it shouldn't be tricky, but we'll see. I don't know how Webtoons work specifically. Some of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Wait, what, Moxie? No, who are we trying to kill off? Oh, why are you not trying to laugh now? I see that too. I'm a huge enjoyer of Webtoon. I assume you'd probably be on Canvas, not mainstream Webtoon, but nonetheless, Canvas Comics can get front page sometimes. Oh, for Canvas? I think I've heard of that before too, Fury. Is that where solo leveling originally came from? Like, was it Canvas? No, I don't think it was Canvas. Actually, maybe Canvas. I'm thinking about some other web novel series or websites. Maybe Canvas isn't even any of that. You'd probably be on Canvas, not mainstream Webtoons. Okay, I would need to look a little bit more further into that as well. I was surprised with a new cat last night. Oh, I saw that, Sen! He didn't come with all parts assembled, but tails are for nerds anyways. His little nub is both respectable and regal. I'm happy to hear that you got a new cat, Zen, and hopefully, I know they're in very, very good hands, and hopefully that goes well with taking care of them, and you treat them with a lot of love. But congrats on getting new cats, and that's always good to hear. But yeah, I did see that yesterday, in the pet section too. So when I saw that cat, I was like, I was really taken aback by the story, or like the context with it too. But it's nice to see that you guys took them in. Since the character is faceless, I wanted to give it a face on the main body. You can show it if you want. Thank you, Vector. I'm so sorry that I'm behind on some things. My friend's sketch. Okay, so this is what Vector is mentioning in regards to their own incredible OC as well, and kind of how like these little sits right here kind of represents eyes. Since the character is faces, I wanted to give it a face on the main body. There are only 4 powerful characters that have a face on their body. Well, this being one of them, Vector, one being one of the stronger characters. I would say they look super sick. I've always been a fan of them, and funny enough, I saw Vector's character, or at least I saw the art of Vector's character a long time ago, because Vector commissioned it from another artist, and I didn't know that was the same character that Vector has as their OC until like probably like a couple months ago when you started talking about it a bit more, Vector, because I saw them. I was like, damn, this character looks insanely cool, and then that's how I learned that. Yeah, it was like Vector commissioned them to make that work, and it like blew up. I was like, holy crap. But a big shout out also goes to Vector for just having the OC, having the really cool design to them, and having them commission that wonderful artist too. It's all good, Vals. Oh wait, do we also have can I share the bottom part as well? Let me go right here, and then also have this. So my friend's sketch. Okay, so then here we have more of the details too, with a sort of like face tendencies as well. And then my friend's sketch. This looks really cool too. I really like how they render the looser style as well. I'm a huge sucker for like kind of sketchy artworks like this. I myself tend to follow a lot of artists that have this kind of rendering, and I would love to see more of your friends' artworks or this type of rendering too. But yeah, this is really, really cool. I love the face tendencies. This looks almost more like a skull, where like you have like the nose, you have kind of like the eye slits right here, almost. But it looks really, really sick. Thank you for sharing this with me as well too, Vector. Thank you. Also, Vact has been sharing me a lot of the trends with like the day and night mode on X, if I remember correctly, and seeing those were really, really cool too. It's all good, Valis. Again, best of luck on the Sisyphean task. Thank you, though, Cobra. But as for me, I'm doing good. Did another heavy gear match last night and had a good time. Got mauled by jackals before having to use tank cannons as makeshift clubs to get them away. Oh my. Did you end up winning that, Cobra? Were you able to win? I was an original simp of Cloudman. Were you, Fury? Oh no. Why? Why? Were you able to win that match too, Cobra? Your fault making him objectively beautiful? I am a fan of humanoids with objects for heads. That's my fault, Scruffy. I mean, I did create them, but no! They're legit supposed to be meant as a bad individual. Also, on the design point wise, for chaotic character, I love how demure his design is, with the elegant gold white suit and charming smile, perhaps covering his face with clouds, but damn, he looks like such an icon. Well, I mean, I'm happy to hear that you do like the design though, Scruffy. I am very, very happy to hear that as well. I just, I did use a lot of a Hades inspiration on like the rendering and the clothes, since we played a lot of Hades in the past, and I'm a sucker for Greek mythology now, and I love their artwork, so we've been loosely rendering some of these gods in that style. It's been a lot of fun. I very much like drawing in the Hades-esque way. It's not one-to-one, but it's something that I myself just enjoy doing, because my usual artwork is kind of in this way already, so we kind of like warped how they render different like metals or different materials in a similar way too. And I think the first video I saw was your first commission with the Cyber Cat Gal. I like the design a lot and would like to commission you someday. Really, Cobra? I mean, that'd be nice too. It was the Cyber Cat Gal. Damn, that's a really, I feel like that's an older one too. I didn't know that was the first video you saw, because I know with some people that did follow us, they also kind of saw our commissions early on, and I know one of like the D&D groups that I'm kind of a part of now, where they designed their own TTRPG. They followed us when we were working on our superhero world specifically, and it does suck that I wasn't able to flesh that out a bit more, just because we have been working on other things that are way, way more important. But I've always enjoyed just superhero content and comics as a whole. You can kind of see from the way I've been rendering or been working on some comic series in the past where we have that going on. But yeah, it is something that I very much enjoy, and I'm happy to hear that you saw me since the Cyber Cat Gal. I would say that is a throwback and a half. Will Hyenakin be in the TTRPG you make? Hyena, we don't have any hyena-based races just yet, Fury, but I'm not opposed to adding that into the mix, because we do have other species that are currently worked on. We have the Vitons, and obviously the Ooze and Slimekin. I think there are some more anthropomorphic races on the moon itself. We haven't fleshed out the moon itself yet, Fury, but it is something that I will be trying to add later on, as it's just after we do get all this done, which I haven't really been doing. It's been almost an hour, guys. I haven't drawn anything. I'm so sorry about that, but it's a-okay. I feel like when we get to the debriefing, I'll tell you what's in store for today. We will get our sketches done in a timely manner, but I did want to give you guys the time to respond to as many comments as possible. So sorry that I may have been delaying things a bit, but yeah, we are trying to catch up a little bit. Oh, visual novel? That could be fun. Why is BK plotting? BK laughing menacingly. I see that too. I was around for the start of that comic, but after that I fell off due to work. Well, I'll tell you, okay, Fury. That's completely understandable. We will have more stuff working on as well. Maybe we could have some kind of brainstorming channel or thread on the Discord in which we can put down ideas for the visual novel, TTRPG, and what's not. Yeah, we could. If you want we can make a thread specifically for that, Moxie. If you want to have like a TTRPG type of thing where people do discuss maybe like other works or other endeavors related to the Slimeverse, or just your own passions in general, if you want it to be related to like the visual novel or the TTRPG or anything like that. It can go into gaming / D&D, but I know D&D and gaming are very different channels as a whole for just general gaming stuff, or like just general things you're talking about. So if you want something that that's a bit more niche, you're always more than welcome to make a thread. I do wish there were a better notification system for threads if people are interacting or typing within there, just because I don't really see when people are talking too much in that space. But you're more than welcome to make a thread for that. Also forgot to say about the tiger slime there. I love, she's wonderful. You like the tiger slime, or is it the tiger ooze individual right here, Cobra? You like their design? If so, then I'm happy to hear that. Like I said, the oozes and slimes have very different visual tendencies to them in terms of like their proportions, right? Like slimes are a lot smaller and have like larger limbs for the most part, depending on which color they are. And then oozes have more humanoid or like more traditional human proportions and ratios. So that's something that we did try to emphasize there as well. I'm back. Mission accomplished. Let's go. Welcome back, No Radio. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm slowly getting back to the comments. Screw you, Lotus music to my ears. Thank you. All right. I didn't want to. It took me a second to process what you said. That's all. Game is essentially a subsection of Webtoon. It's generally dedicated to non-professional, no offense, artists who can pump out content weekly/daily. Okay. I guess that's something that I could check out then. Wait, sorry, who can't pump out content? Okay. So it's for people that can't pump out a weekly/daily source of content. I may check that out then, Fury. Apollo is a good lover. You can't tell me otherwise. I think I found you on YouTube first. I'll have to try to find the original video I found you on. Okay, I got you, Fury. Observer. I just checked streams and my eyes got blessed with the Observer. I found it. A cornered mother. Oh, that's okay. Then you saw me for like my original post that got like fairly big, because that was like my first video that blew up a bit, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that's good to hear. That's very, very good to hear. I always do enjoy working on Lordran stuff, just because Lordran's my first ever D&D character, and I've drawn probably more art of them than any other character, even my own slime self, I will say. But it's nice to see that you found me through that video. Yep, that's the one. So I'm still waking up the ooze. Oh no, it's all good, Cobra. Please, it's a-okay. Don't sweat it at all. Gotta hop out now. I'm getting late here. Button to listen, stream, and read everyone's comments here. See y'all. Take it easy, Scruffy, and thank you so much for stopping by again. Hopefully in the near future I do see you once again, and maybe we can get some more slime stuff going with the Slimeverse, or maybe your own OC. But yeah, take it easy as always, Scruffy. Farewell, farewell. And I hope to see more of your artwork in the future too. Me just looking at the time and realizing I'm late. Me too, take care. Farewell, Radio! Farewell, farewell! Lux shooting them down. Thanks, Lux, for feeding Sandy tasty bullets! Oh god. A very lethal dose of bullets, yes! Oh goodness. Okay, me too. He's a curse, not a blessing. I would say the Observer is not the blessing that people would want to see. Not sending. Okay. And with that, we are fairly caught up on comments, guys. I'm sorry if I talked a little too fast, or I may have missed a comment or two, but we did manage to catch up, and finally, 1 hour in, I can now talk about what we're gonna draw today. But also, now get the Zannies out of here! Get the Zannies out of here! They may need another helping of bullets as well! But I will say, Radio, take it easy as always, and everyone that did stop by just to say hello, thank you so much for stopping by. It always is nice to see you all. Well done, Valis. Absolutely, Cobra. Thank you as well for tuning in too. And I can actually, I'm gonna take a bit of a sip, because I talked a little too quickly for that hour, and I may need to just drink a little bit of water real quick. Same with you guys. If you guys haven't hydrated or posture checked in a minute, please do so. Very, very important. But give me just 1 second to drink some water. Double on that sip? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Thank you for the hydrate, Cobra. Thank you, thank you. You know, I'll drink again. I need it. I very, very much need it. But just give me 1 quick second. I will be sharing what we will be drawing today. Okay, there we go. Valis actually wants to make Jimmy Bob Johnson a Slimeverse OC. What color would be funny for him? You want to make Jimmy Bob Johnson an actual thing, Moxie? I think I'll leave that to the community. Does anybody have a good a good color recommendation for Jimmy Bob Johnson. I don't know why, but they sound like they would be like an orange slime in my head. But you can, if anybody else has like a better suggestion, please state it as well. But yeah, I would say orange. Okay, who's Jimmy? Jimmy Bob Johnson. I will say his probably a character does have a lot of lore. They sound yellow or orange. Okay, here he has the suggestions for yellow orange. I honestly, in terms of lore theory, I don't think there's much for Jimmy Bob Johnson. I don't know too much about them, but I'm excited to see how they do come to life, because it is somebody that Moxie will be creating. I think you want to go for a bit of an oddball. Go for the most unfitting color. Ooh, that could be a good suggestion too. You know what? I will say this, Moxie, maybe a pink. How about pink then? We could kind of make a pink slime for Jimmy Bob Johnson. That could be cool. Okay. Make a poll. Okay, we'll do a poll then. Let's see what you guys would like. It's gonna be all over the place though, so I'll do like 3 colors. We'll see. I swear if this gets tight again. Not purple. Okay. What color should Jimmy Bob John, I'm probably butchering this name, but it is what it is, be? Orange, yellow, blue, and then we'll do pink. I'll give 4. Damn, this is way too many options, but whatever. Hey guys, you have 1 minute to vote. Moxie's OC, Slimeverse OC depends on it. Vote now. Vote whenever you can. Actually, don't vote now. Vote at your own leisure. You just have a minute to give your own insight. You know, that's a little bit important, but I will cast my votes into the mix, and we'll just keep on going with what we have making. Not purple. Poll. I'll say votes like your life depends on it, guys. It's important. Jimmy Bob Johnson will not have a color if you don't vote right now. A singular minute is all that we have, because I don't like making these polls too long. But yes, that is that is what we have now. Oh God. But the fate will be decided soon. You fiends! What happened, Fury? I'm not looking at the poll right now. You fiends. Oh God. Okay, I will say, now that we're kind of a little bit more mellowed out, guys, we did respond as much as we can now give a bit of a recap for what's going on. Why is it tied? What is wrong with you guys? Every single time it gets tied, and for some freaking reason, every single time we always tie this. Who did this? Why? Why did this happen? It's blue and pink. Well, Moxie, you have your pick of the litter. You could maybe, if you want to be really exciting, you could try to twist the colors around. Maybe a temporary fused slime, maybe a permanently fused slime that's a little bit of blue or a little bit of pink into their overall blue or pink mesh. You know what? I wish you best of luck in that regard. Hopefully it's not something that is too problematic. But yes, good luck with that. But now, guys, it's been a bit delayed. This is probably the longest it's ever taken me to start drawing on something, but I can finally share what we will be doing today. Finally! Last time, welcome back, BK, welcome back. It is nice to hear from you as well, and hopefully the voice lines that Radio did record were very, very nice. Or I guess very creepy, but then still nice in that sense. I am going to now finally recap what we have been doing. For those of you guys that weren't here yesterday, we did work more on the ooze stuff, and we did finalize the ooze drawings as well, and finally made it to the Oozaic War portion of the Slimeverse video. What if Jimmy Bob Johnson is a fusion from Jimmy Bob and Bob Johnson? Okay, wait, Moxie's cooking then. If you are down to make like a temporary fused character, and you want to incorporate both of those colors like that, then I think that'd be pretty fun, because I don't think we have many fused Slimeverse OCs aside from Nami and Amira from Hollow's character as well. So if you want to do that approach, you're more than welcome to. Jimmy Bob Johnson's just Jimmy Bob and then Bob Johnson. I would love to learn the reason why they either temporarily or permanently fused I think that'd be kind of fun. But yes, ooze stuff, right? We did draw, where is it? Right here. We did manage to get all this stuff ideated. We managed to draw out the little ceremony where the oozes are conducting the corpus fruit devouring moment, where they gain more insight to become a stronger kingdom, to become a stronger civilization, see the future in all the glory of ooze culture. And then we have some side shots or some side panels of Zukio's architecture and environment, where it's more like a vertical, more rocky, Eastern inspired. And then we have Faerun, the more Egyptian-y inspired. We have like floating sand pyramids and sand dunes made out of like a gelatinous substance. We have like kind of more underground structures dug into the not the planet itself. So we have some shots like that. We have Teldris a little bit here too, with the chieftain, of course, Aegis herself, that we also managed to draw out her conducting her own ceremony. We can also witness here, for those of you that did watch our little animatic that we did include for the very, very dark moments that I don't like talking about too much, because this is meant to be something that I was exploring in the past. You can kind of see that there are some little structures that are missing here within Teldris for the Ooze Chieftain's ceremonial area. That's just because it's facing in the back direction. If you do look towards where she's facing in the front, it's kind of like the front portion view of where we end up landing on for some story points later on. So yeah, that is something that I do have to share or do explain a little bit better, because we do kind of crash land here, and it's a whole can of worms that I do want to save for a little animatic or even a comic moment as well. That could work. Oh, for the Jimmy Bob and Bob Johnson, I think that could be a really good idea then. I will say, we'll agree with Moxie. But yes, we have the devouring, the sipping of the corpus fruit as well, courtesy of Aegis, and then Aegis goes into her own little dreaming state and then opens up her eyes and then witnesses a horrific sight, kind of something that we did open the stream with, where we saw the core of Uzeitz itself being encased in this metallic prison, very little light peeking through any of these slits, and then we have a lot of the buildings and I guess pseudo plot sinkholes or pore openings being acting as needles and impalement into the core itself. That's just a very horrific sight for any time. Even the slimes themselves would look at that and be like, wow, that's not good. That's not something that I want to be a part of. So yeah, let's not contribute to the murdering of Uzeus. Yes, let's not kill Uzeus. I forgot, there is going to be some slogan that I do for some of the movements that during the Uzaic War, where a lot of people will side with the Oozes and be like, let's not kill our planet. It'll be some catchy line. I don't know what the catchy line will be, but we don't want Uzeus to bleed. It'll be something in that line where people are just trying to not kill the planets, whereas other people are a bit more in line with fighting against the Oozes and be like, oh no, they're talking about a lot of pish posh. They're mumbling about some insignificant things as a whole. Random purple slimes trying to clean up the wreckage without being ass. Oh, they're just cleaning up all the wreckage at the site. Fury. BRB. Got you, Zen. Consider. Oh. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. This is bad. Very iconic. I don't know what. Listen, Moxie, I don't know what the slogan's gonna be, but just think of it kind of like similar to like those wartime posters that were everywhere. At least within America, there was a lot of like Uncle Sam? I believe it was like Uncle Sam wants you to fight or to commit war crimes or whatever. Like I don't specifically remember what it was, but there's gonna be posters like that where there's very different sides within Uzeus or like in the slime continent, where they side with the Oozes and other individuals where they want to go fund the war and protect their Ooze homeland from these horrible their slime homeland from the Oozes that are trying to cease their existence as a whole. We must fight back. We have better technology. We have the means. We have the firepower. We have everything that could be used in order to defend against our existence as a life. Can I get some help? I need a name for an NPC. She is halfling tinker slash blacksmith, and her motto is you can't have too many knives. Ooh, and she's a bit crazy. Oh, I will say, I don't know if Lotus is here. Lotus may be lurking, but if anybody can give a name suggestion to Fluffy's NPC idea, that would be greatly appreciated too. Gonna get some help with it's a halfling tinker slash blacksmith. Her motto is you can't have too many knives, and a bit crazy. I feel like there could be a good few names for that type of NPC. Sophie. Oh wait, Moxie already said one too. That is a possible future. Oh yes. Oh no, Spritz with a water bottle. Mecha Uzeus Cyberpunk oozes. I'm gonna say it's a very grim, dark future if this were to occur, Cobra, where we have all the impalements and the life or the planet itself basically just becoming a dead husk of what it could have been. So you best believe there's people from both sides that want this to be prevented, and there's even some oozes that may want to prevent this or may want to keep this occurring. Like they are actually for the suppression of Uzeus because they want to kind of hide some of their fake or their false chiefdomhood, because some rulers within Uzeus have the title chieftain but actually never ate a corpus fruit and don't really have the insights from the planet itself. So yes, there's not all oozes are great individuals. Same with slimes. We have a bit of a mix and matching with there too. I have a result from the lovely radio. Ooh, that's good to hear, Mike. So you have results. Is anything that is what did you share it with me? Oh no, I guess not. Oh god. Oh, that's not good. Oh, sorry about that. I got some messages, but that was really poorly timed. But if you ever want to share those with us, or if it is something that you're working on and a part of the Sillies or the one compilation that you are developing, please let me know. Gotta go to bed. Have a good night, everyone. The name I was thinking was Shortcut. Got you, Fury. And thank you for stopping by as always. Please take it easy, and hopefully tomorrow we have more Slimeverse stuff to share as well. Fury, we have a name suggestion thread on the Discord server. Oh yes, for something that just popped up. I would say it was just a name suggestion, or Fluffy was looking for a name for an NPC. I would say Moxie gave a good name too. With Sophie or Sophie? Right, I'm just thinking of oozes who would try to use tech to try and mechanize the heart, automates recovery, and in part of that augment their body with metal armor or limbs. I would say though, Cobra, that could be pretty exciting. I think some oozes would actually be for that. Orange slimes as a whole would love that because, perfectly timed right here. We have the depiction of orange slimes where they themselves were kind of like they're born with like very like hard to use limbs, like wrench-like limbs, and they kind of struggle to walk around more so than other slimes, but they themselves have a unique core that acts like a spark plug slash igniter for machines, where they tend to kind of cut off their limbs to make them more mechanized, and they themselves push further advancements as a whole. At least most orange slimes do. Not all of them are very much pro technology and advancements, but a huge portion of them do promote that as well. Let's see. No, let me confirm it. I want to send your way once I send them to radio. Got you, Mike. Sorry, I just didn't know if you were sending something my way, but I do appreciate you letting me know about that. And absolutely, please take all the time possible, because you know me, I've also been taking forever on this stuff. But that is good to hear. I'm excited to see what inevitably does get cooked up. But let me also share this as well, because yes, we did leave off right here with the core as well, where it's kind of like been whittled away, a dark possible future that would occur if nobody stops it, where the entire planet gets encased. So after that, we have our Aegis, our chieftain from Teldris, venturing to the slime capital of Dext at the time, not Espia yet, just because Espia starts rising after the Uzaic War. So then we have Dex right here, and we have our Ooze chieftain kind of appearing in like a makeshift boat, something that's not as technologically advanced as some of the other machines right here. Just something that I kind of wanted to showcase, the little comparison between like a more motorized, mechanized boat versus one that's, I guess, more ooze culture, more wavy, more curved, has some of the markings and embezzlements that we will try to draw as well. A lot of flying ships, a lot of futuristic stuff. This is the prime definition of a fish out of water. Aegis is looking at all this stuff and they're like, what the hell is this? What are these trees? Are these columns made of metal? There's like flying ships and stuff like that. Like, what in the hell am I looking at? So they themselves are going to kind of venture through and kind of talk to all of the other slimes and try to gain a bit of an audience to let them know that, hey, I need to speak to you all. I need you guys to know that this entire world isn't just cladded in metal. It isn't just something that you can just walk over and mechanize and whatnot. And you kind of see it here where Aegis is towering over most of the slimes. You kind of see most of them are kind of afraid. They don't really know what they're looking at, because most slimes have kind of been isolated from ooze society, and seeing an ooze first in person, they're kind of taken aback and a little bit kind of just weary of what they could do or what they're capable of. Also, hello, Koopa! Welcome! Nice to see you too! How have you been doing, Koopa? It's always good to see you, and I was very happy to see that you were streaming Xenoblade yesterday as well. Did my best lurking. Sorry if I wasn't talking too much after a certain point, but I was watching, and I was also working on more of our art assets. But yeah, how have you been, Koopa? I won't tell you what it was. Get bamboozled. I forgot I was gonna ask something, but now I remembered. I won't tell you what it was. Wait, why aren't you gonna ask it, Fury? What the? Why not? Cough, a certain orange ooze lady I have. Ooh. So Mika is also cooking with some more ooze developments as well. Let's go. I'm excited to learn more about that too. But yes, all good to see you. Yeah, the story is getting insane. That's awesome. I'm excited to see more in that regard. How close do you think you are with finishing the game, Koopa? Because I know those games, like the Xenoblade series and a lot of JRPGs, usually take a while to finish. But I am curious though, because you have streamed that game for a hot minute now. But yeah, I'm just recapping some of the stuff that we are working on in regards to the Slime and Ooze video that we have been doing, talking about Aegis herself venturing into the slime capital of Dex, talking to slimes left and right, most of them being very weary and being like, I don't know who you are, and you don't look like us. I'm a little scared. But obviously Aegis means no harm and is just trying to gather an audience and just spread the word that Uzace itself is a sentient being. And you kind of show, like, I also drew this right here where she gathers enough of people or a crowd to use some of her druidic powers and kind of have some of the nature, some of the wildlife deeply embedded within, kind of like a Lorax moment. If you guys watch that, kind of growing and seeping outside of these thick metallic plates. So even here in the capital Dex, there's still soil and there's still life under these under this foundation. So we have a little depiction of Aegis kind of like touching the very cold cement or the cold metallic ground and kind of reaching and like calling to the nature around it to have like a little bud of life right here, just appearing and kind of like showing the slimes around her that yes, this planet is sentient and it is hurting with some of the ways you guys have been expanding as a whole. So yeah, a lot of slimes do see that. Some slimes are kind of persuaded by her voice, some others aren't really, so it does fluctuate from left to right. But obviously a lot of people here are kind of like wowed and are like in awe and be like, oh my, like what is this? Druidic powers? Shamanism? Huh? What? How? I'm not sure. Offline, I'm gonna grind until I can take on the 2 mech boss that I have to take on. Plus, I'm working towards the other colonies since they need the most help. Gotcha, Koopa. But I mean, that's still good to hear that you have been enjoying at least Xenoblade Chronicles, and you're gonna grind a bit more. I'm excited to see what you may be streaming in the near future as well, though. Lotus is back. Hey, welcome back, Lotus. And yeah, Koopa's here. Koopa's very much here as well, too. That's basically it. What we have been sharing, where Aegis kind of shows more of the life that Uzaeus has, and a lot of the slimes are taken a bit aback by that. Some of the other slides that we have been working on here, I'm going to try to share that with you guys, where the news of Uzeus being sentient spreads all around. My cat Mushroom isn't thrilled about the small injured baby, half her size. Aw. My brother's setting Short Tail up with a veterinary appointment right now. Thank you for updating us on that regard too, Zen. I am sorry to hear that Mushroom isn't taking the new addition to the household too well, but I hope that that changes sooner than later. Hopefully they do or they do start readjusting to the new companion, but hopefully the vet appointment goes well too. Thank you for updating me though on that regard. Yes, but also in regards to the news, we have it spreads like wildfire once the Aegis kind of shows off some proof that Uzeus is sentient and moving around. We have like the news spread around to a bunch of different people. We have like a virtual little newsletter right here on somebody's pocket watch or pocket wrist, Pip-Boy type of thing. And who's that person? Who's reading this news? None other than Volks. They look so stupid. I know, guys. It's hard to make a slime fairly intimidating. But yes, this is the commander of the military for the Slimeverse, or for Dex itself, the one that has been pushing a lot of the machines and a lot of the mechs. But Dex is reading the news lines and kind of seeing something like Uzeus being sentient. They're like the first person to basically spread the news that it's something that is not very welcomed, or it's something that Volks sees as propaganda, something that Volks will try to frame and spread some fear-mongering amongst their slime brethren to start and provoke the Uzaic War. So they are looking at this news very disgusted, very appalled, as they're also designing another machine. I wanted to kind of add some more elements of machinery and technology behind them to kind of show that they are very, very much against this whole life druidic mumbo jumbo things that Aegis is pushing out. Speedrunning making these pins? I bet I'm going to finish at 12 a.m. Oh my god. After that, I'll stop and go to sleep for real. Got you, Starscream, but thank you for updating me on that too. I hope it's a lot of fun though. Mushroom will love him eventually. They are both cuddlers. I see, Zen. Thank you as well for updating me on that though. On the fence if I should do a Xenoblade stream or a Blender stream today. Ooh, do you... that's actually a good question though, Koopa. Because I mean, either or could be really exciting. Are you gonna work more on the Bob Ross stuff if you do a Blender stream? Because if so, I personally would push more of that if that's what you want to do. But if you do want to just play more Xenoblade, there's nothing wrong with that either. I think either or could be very, very good. For we all know the sticker could be explosive. Wait, what? For all we know, that sticker could be explosive. Oh my goodness. That's pretty bad too. That's true. Oh well, I've lived a great life. I love Volks. He's got that stash. He's got the stash. Yeah, he does have a slime facial hair, because I know some of you guys were talking about it too. It was like, oh, can slimes grow beards? Is that a thing? I was like, oh yeah, Volks definitely does have a slime facial beard. They kind of have like the pseudo buzz cut, the very generic cliche military corporal leader that wants to push their own agenda for the betterment of slime kind. Yes, I don't like what these oozes are saying, because they themselves, I see a very visible threat, and that threat is the immense erasure, the eradication of all slime life. We must take out the oozes first before they take us out. So it's kind of like that kind of mentality where they're trying to, strike first. Even though the oozes mean no harm, or at least Aegis herself doesn't mean any harm. She just wants the slime kind to reconsider how they're expanding and how they are developing their cities and their culture. The slime stash, yes, the slime stash is there. Oh, I give King the explosive stickers, but Koopa could probably take them as well. You're giving them explosive stickers, Lotus? I would never do that to you, and if I did, I would tell surprise. Oh no. That stash is majestic. I'm glad to hear you guys are a fan of the slime facial hair that we are working on, just in case you guys want to add these little traits over to your own individual slime character too. That's something that is very, very much capable of happening. Why is it like this? I don't know, but it is to push more of that corporal evil of military ideology. Volks, to be fair, they're not like inherently evil. They themselves genuinely do view the oozes as a threat, just because in their upbringing, their family was murdered by oozes, because they used to live, where is it? Where are they? Where are they? Over here in Uzeus. They used to live off the coast of Teldris, and their family was like a mining, they owned like a mining company, so they would start mining within Teldris as a whole. And you know, you would best believe the oozes aren't a fan of that, but little young Volks didn't know any better, and seeing his whole family basically get murdered by a bunch of oozes that are trying to protect their land, you would guess that Volks has some bitter views towards the opposing species that did come around the same time as the slimes did as well. So yeah, they have a bit of bitter feelings towards them, and as soon as they saw Aegis speaking about Uzeis itself, they themselves were just like, nope. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Oh, hold on, that reminds me of someone. Let me double check his name. Got you, Cobra. We'll see. I got pretty far in the story, but I do want to make sure that I can make more progress on the cabin scene. I understand, Koopa. Like I said, either or, whichever you are in the mood for, whichever one you do want to work on or stream, I'm going to try my best to tune on in, though. I am always excited to see more of the stuff that you're either playing or working on in Blender, so either or, I'm excited. Whichever you do end up choosing on. Miki, I'm almost done, and I can DM, just taking a rest. Koopa, add some lore that your friend Lotus visits and slaps stickers on you. Oh my goodness. Okay, Valis, the dude with a mustache is a spot on slime version of General Ambrose Burnside. General Ambrose Burnside? Are they from a certain media, or are they from a game, Cobra? Let me look them up, actually. General Ambrose Burnside. Oh wow, yeah, okay. I do not know them at all. I don't know who they are. Conducted a successful campaign along the Carolina coast with perhaps the first amphibious landings in the war. Oh, this is Civil War. Okay, so this is like American history. Wow, guys, being from America, I don't even know stuff of American history. Could you believe that? Could you believe that? Oh my god. Civil War, he was a real dude. Oh no, I understand that now, Cobra. I just really, wait, were they from a show or something? I didn't know. I'm a sucker for a good mustache. I swear if I don't see a few star stickers on your armor next time you stream, I'll be angry. The sticker is just somewhere there on Koopa's model. Oh my. But yes, yeah, they're pissed. You know, they had an upbringing within Teldris. They didn't like the fact that oozes basically just ransacked their mining facility, their mining company, killed their family, and they were one of the few survivors from that. So yeah, the harsh backstory upbringing that made them have a reason to despise the oozes across the coast and whatnot. So yeah, that you could believe that they would be also gathering an audience to kind of spread the mass fear that the oozes are not here for peace, but for war, for the erasure of their species as a whole. The way he looks almost exactly like the slime dude with the mustache. I can see the connections. I can 100% see the comparisons, especially with the stash and kind of like the side hair around it. I was gonna say initially these were supposed to be ears, since a lot of the orange slimes have like beaver-like tendencies, so I was gonna make these ears originally, but I kind of want to sell it now and make this more part of the hair and just make them have a bald spot right here, a very shiny, a chrome dome. That's, well, I guess not chrome dome, but a shiny slime dome that people may see. So that's something that we have going on right there. The next couple scenes are anything too crazy. It's just I wanted to show that news was spreading to the entire world. Even some of the chieftains within the more ooze-dominated territories aren't happy with the news that's being spread, because I did say this before, but some of the oozes right here, like this one would be like the pseudo-pharaoh / chieftain of Faerun. They themselves never got a vision of Uzaeus being a sentient planet itself, even though they've probably devoured some, like the most corpus fruit out of like any of the major ooze civilizations. So when we have this like messenger jelly kind of coming with a little note, they see it and they kind of learn a little bit more in like the traditional Slimeaic language. They'll see a depiction in a way of a hieroglyph where we have Aegis showing a little flower and kind of spreading the news that, oh yes, Uzaeus is sentient. And they will probably also be a bit antagonistic in that sense too, because a lot of this news is widespread, and even oozes themselves don't believe it, depending on which group it is. New lore, Hot Dog Johnny grows a mustache. Goopy summoned thee, Lotus says. But yes, we're caught up in that sense, guys. It only took us an hour and a half. You best believe we're probably not going to get much drawn on stream. I do apologize for that, guys, but I still appreciate you all for just hopping on in and just tuning in and just, you know, wanting to talk about whether you guys have been tuning up to work on your own Slimeverse stuff or your own D&D stuff. A lot of really good topics were brought up. I just, it's really hard for me to, if I did my usual drawing and then talking, I would probably be super behind on comments, so I did just want to respond in that sense. But yes, now it's time to basically block everything in and let's get it going. I'm excited though. I will definitely finish most of these scenes today. It's just most of it won't be done on stream, but my goal is to at least finish the Uzaic War thumbnails by tomorrow. That's my goal. Hopefully that's achievable, because once the Uzaic War portion is over, we have like some very small throwaway depictions that we'll have to like also draw kind of for like the little outro portion of our video. But after that, it's on to coloring. So yeah, we're really close. I swear we're extremely close to being done with the lines themselves. So that part I'm actually just very excited to announce. It's been taking, oh no, did I crop it? Oh no, I didn't. Okay, it's been taking a while, guys, and I do apologize for that, but I'm so excited. I'm finally excited to just start coloring this all in and then actually working on editing this into the video. It's just, it's been taking forever. I don't even remember. Oh, we started this around the beginning of last month, and we are bleeding into this month. I hope it only takes 2 weeks of December, but I wouldn't be surprised if it takes a little bit more than that as well. Alright, they're not the best, but I sent them your way. Thank you, Mike. Thank you so much for letting me know about that as well. Do you want me to share those on stream, or do you want me to wait after stream? Let me get this out as well. Oh wait, is this its own thing? It is. Okay, let me move this up. But thank you for letting me know about that too, Mike. We gotta get this ideated here. Sorry, I'm just blocking everything out as well. If I can get these done early and I spend a bit more time brainstorming prior to tomorrow, I hope that can happen. It's just sometimes I usually, by the time I'm done, like I shit you not, guys, when I finished these drawings, like when I got to the core, where is it? Right here, it was like already 10ish p.m. and usually I go to sleep around 9ish, so like so I can wake up early, but it was getting pretty late by the time I finished this core yesterday, unfortunately. But I hope I can get at least a couple hours in today where I can just do a bit more thumbnailing and actually have everything finalized for the Uzaic War. But we'll see. We shall see. You can share them. Thank you for giving me permission, Mike. Thank you. Slimeverse stuff, me? No, hide sketchbook. Almost did Mike finish my orange juice? Okay, let us see what Mike has graced us with. I'm afraid of, ooh, these are just some tests. That's done. Okay, let me tune down the music just really quickly, guys, because Mike has shared us some lines that I believe Radio has collaborated upon. So I'm going to actually mute this entirely, and I'm going to listen to this. Fair warning, guys, this may be really loud or very low. So if you do hear like a bit of audio adjustments right now out of nowhere, you have been warned. I have it on max volume, so we'll see. We'll see. Should I have it on max volume? I'll lower it down a little bit. Let me hear it. Oh my god. Afraid of the dark. That is... Okay, that is sinister. Let me hear that again. Oh my goodness. That sounds sinister as hell. And then there's, what, the second variant of it? Let me hear that one too. That is super, super sinister. What the hell? Yeah, that sounds crazy. What the hell? Also, hello, Cerebral. I did, oh, sorry about that. I missed a comment. I did drop some new art last night over in Not My Art. Thank you for that, Cerebral. I will be checking that out as well. And we are listening to some voice lines really, really quickly, but it's always good to see you too. How have you been? Let me listen to this last one right here. These are really good and very, very creepy. Let me hear this one. Run, little pup, run. Run while you still can. Yeah, okay, this is really well done. So, Mike, you edited that? Like, you got radio to voice record it, and then you also took all the time to edit that to make it sound way more sinister? Correct me if I'm wrong. Because if you did do that's incredible. Like, it sounds really, really, really morbid. Oh my goodness. But yeah, great stuff as always, though. But I will also be checking out the Not My Art stuff, Cerebral, in during the art showcase. But if you do need to leave earlier for any reason, Cerebral, let me know, and I will showcase that as well. Yes, yep, okay. Then you killed it. You did an incredible job with that, Mike. I absolutely love that. How long does it usually take you to like adjust the audio and like mess it around to the point where it does sound like that? Because that was really cool, and it kind of sounds like it would fit perfectly in like any horror movie or any like horror game as well. So I'm a big fan of that as always. But thank you, Mike. I love hearing more of those developments. Let me get this also going in. Sorry about this, guys, though, but I am trying to block this up too. Hearing radio in that manner, especially if they were more of like a cultist. Like, imagine that was radio in their cultist variant within the cult assault. I would probably not be as brave with some of the actions that have occurred during that moment. This one, it only took me 30 minutes. Sometimes they could take me an hour. I mean, 30 minutes for that quality is insane, though. I will say that, Mike. Like, you did an incredible job in that regard. Holy. But then some of them could take an hour. Was it, like, maybe with one of your, like, characters? Or is it with, like, Miri or, like, one of your D&D OCs that you've worked with that in the past? I mean, it shows. It genuinely does show all the time and effort. But thank you so much. Thank you. Let me, oh, sorry about this. I'm trying to also block this in at the same time. I love when you guys also do voice recordings, and especially like edit them around and whatnot, just because I have a lot of plans in the future too for some maybe I keep saying job listings, but voice listings that you guys may be interested in. I hope we can have more of those going on next year, just because we're going to have a lot of characters that will need some form of voice behind them. And if you guys are interested in that, I will be very, very thankful in that regard too. We have this going on right there. Let's get that also going. I'm trying to block all of these in quickly, but it is taking a bit of a second. I'm excited for next year, guys. I hope I don't bite off more than I can chew, but if we can catch up, that's always, I've said that like multiple times these last few days, but the central goal is to catch up and get to season 2. That will be what we're going to be trying to do. Hopefully we can also learn more about some of the core crew members. You guys created a lot of really cool and interesting OCs at the same time. I have very, very big plans. I just hope we can get everything finished around the same time. We're going to try to do the same spookathon that we had before. We're going to have like a special event within the end of the year, and then we're also going to have like some sort of art fight type of event going on. I don't know exactly when we're going to be doing that, but I do want to have some form of art fight collaborative thing where a lot of us are either taking Team Slime or Team Ooze and then doing either like fan arts of somebody else's OCs, or we're like making our own new character and like trying to contribute in that sense. Obviously, I've said this this before, but I don't want our Art Fight Pseudolight event to have a what is it, to have like an unlimited amount of drawings. I would much rather limit people to like 1 to 2 drawings as a whole, just because I know Art Fight is around that time where people usually like go all out and draw like tens of hundreds of drawings in the span of a month, and then afterwards they just lose all motivation to draw. So my goal there is just to have like just a small little fun events where either people create their own OCs, whether it's through drawing, whether it's through 3D Blender, whether it's through writing, in animation, traditional arts and crafts, regardless of what it is, but like just contributing that and just having their own little fun character being cemented into our little Slimeverse endeavors as a whole. Just letting you know, if you ever need like weird creature noises or scary or creepy, I found a way to do it if you need me. I would say for a lot of vocal stuff, BK, I definitely know who to reach out to, because you have shown such a wide vocal range and like editing range with some of your vocal tendencies with not just your own characters, but some of the more like monstrous individuals that you have shown in the past too. So yeah, I can very, very much reach out to you as well too. You have definitely shown a lot of incredible stuff in the past. I made a hat, then I made a witch from dirt. Hey, Space Buns! Welcome, Space Buns! I don't think you were here earlier, but if you are just tuning in, it's always nice to see you too. You made a hat, then a head. I made a hat, then a head. I made a witch from dirt. So is like actual traditional means? Like you made like a dirt or like a clay individual, or did you draw a new OC that's made out of dirt? Because I mean I have multiple questions in that regard. I do weird gremlin noises as well. Oh, do you as well, Lux? I mean, I'll say if you also dabble in gremlin noises and that's more of the vocal range that you're comfortable with, I will definitely have roles for that too. There's definitely a lot of stuff that I am planning for, and I'm excited, and hopefully when we do get to those points, you guys can contribute if you want to contribute, and we'll have that going. But yeah, I will say Lux has also proven that they are an incredible voice actress as well, because they have done an incredible job with Cleo, and seeing that stuff at hand was always really wonderful to see too. Same with everybody that did send in their voice lines too. There's so many different roles that we could always include in the future for other people to star in as well. Okay, that's done. So now we can actually start lining things up. Holy crap. We are starting to draw an hour and 46 minutes in. This is insane. I am so sorry that it took us a while to get here, guys, but I'll probably just be lining this drawing up for the most part of today, or not today, but in today's stream, and then we'll be working on other stuff off stream. And by other stuff, I mean just finishing all of this and hopefully getting to the brainstorming phase off stream, so that we could actually have everything that we need finished in a timely manner. You've heard my voice acting, it ain't the best. No, I will say this, Koopa, your voice acting's good too. Like I said too, I'm not looking for people that have like a huge voice acting repertoire background. I think what you're doing in the Xenoblade voice acting, even in other games that you played in the past, like you're killing it. Absolutely. I need as many voices as possible, and if you guys are passionate about it, as long as you guys want to do it for fun, or just, it's something that you want to like just try at hand, I'm gonna have that offer for you and everyone else here. I still need to get the script to Vector. I haven't been able to get that yet, just because I still have been spending most of my time lining stuff up, and I wanted to revise it and just clean it up a little bit before I sent it through to send it to Vector's way. In terms of hostage, unnamed red slime hostage, but it is just something that I'm trying to juggle a bit about. But sorry if I've been all over the place, guys. It is just something that I've been trying to be not so scatterbrained for, but it's something that I am struggling a little bit, but I am having a lot of fun with what we got going on. We learned about dirt, and 2 of my classmates, along with me, made creatures out of them. Well, only one of us, the other 2 were witches. Wait, what? And the 2 of my classmates, along with me, made creatures out of them. You learned about dirt. Oh, so you were at school, Space Buns? You just got home? So that you were making. So what creature did you make? And then other 2 made witches. What the hell? What have they got you doing? What have they got you doing over there, Space Buns? don't hesitate to send them my way. Oh yes, I would say if Flex wants to also collaborate with Mike and get some interesting voices going and some other potential future stuff, that would be also a lot of fun. They come naturally while I game, so it would be sorting through hours of recordings to find some. I'm kind of lazy in that regard. That's fair, Lux. So what, they just naturally come out when you're playing like TF2 and other stuff, where it's like just the gremlin noises come out. I don't think well, I guess I may not have been there for one of those streams, but I may not have heard those. It's fun to do, no lie. If it is something that you enjoy though, Koopa, like I said, the opportunity will be there for you and everyone else here. I'm gonna go and take a bath, have a great stream, and have a great rest of your night or day, wherever it may be, Fluffy. Thank you as always for stopping by, and I hope to eventually learn more about your D&D endeavors in the future. But thank you again, Fluffy. Farewell! Farewell, farewell! Hello, my fellow nerds. Hello, Saber, wild_Saber. Do you prefer to be called just Saber? Welcome, welcome. It's nice to see you. We are working on some Slimeverse stuff here. A lot of things that we are getting developed for our little own homebrew world that we've been establishing for a while now. That's aimed for new people, newcomers, and returning viewers alike to kind of get a brief taste of what our universe is about and all the different OCs. Breathe, man, take a breath. I do tend to forget from time to time, but yes, thank you for letting me know. I get a little too excited, especially when some new individuals do tune into our little Slimeverse endeavors, and I am talking about our little like cityscape and what we're planning as well. But yeah, welcome. Hydrate. Oh, thank you as well, Cobra. Thank you for the hydrates. Let me drink some water. Sorry, but yeah, I do get a little too antsy from time to time. But yeah, hopefully you're doing well. Let me drink some water. I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting. Okay, there we go. Also, we didn't have to do it. We just did it. It was the end of the day. Okay, I understand, Space Buns. So it wasn't something that was like a mandatory assignment. I'm going to draw Mr. Angry Stash. Oh, so you're going to be drawing Volk specifically, Zen? That's good to hear. I was like, because we have them right here. I don't know if you need like a snapshot for Volks specifically. If you do, we could also add that there too. But yeah, we got that going. But I will say, Saber, if you are still here, did you find us through Twitch or did you find us through YouTube or any of our other socials? I always do ask for people that are first-time chatters too, because I'm always interested. I used to say that all the time before because I know a lot of people tend to watch us through our like shorts in the past, and for some people they just saw us through specifically just Twitch recommendations, stuff like that as well. I would love to fight him, Mr. Angry Stash. Oh no, wait, is Mr. Angry Stash not Volks, or is that somebody else that Zen is referring to? Absolutely, I would love to lend my voice if y'all think I could contribute. Koopa, if you want to voice any of the characters within the Slimeverse, you're way more than welcome to. Absolutely. Please go for it. We have so many opportunities for people here that do want to voice a specific character that if you feel like you would be fitting, it's like, oh, I feel mostly comfortable voicing like very like older male characters, or maybe like a younger spruce individual or anything like that. That's something that we can also have going. I'm drawing Volks. Yes. Okay. So if you are working on Volks, Zen, I like I said, I could add I don't know if you did take a snapshot or anything like that too, but I can showcase this very lovely general figure for our Slimeverse. Oh my god, I found a short that is perfect for Shien. Ooh, did you? I'm drawing Zen, would you like to collab and make a mustache short slime for Hella's thing? I see. The mustache gives +2 to his AC. I'll love to fight him. I'm gonna say, I don't know what Volk's AC would be, but it would probably be fairly high. I will say that. Well, at least a lot of orange slimes would probably be a little bit more on the tanky side, depending on how many enhancements they have too. But let us keep on working over here. Let's get this going. DM? Oh, gotcha, Mike. Let me see. Oh, so it's the shorts? We are but blood and shadow. Ooh. This is perfect for Shien. Okay. I will be looking at that after the stream as well, Miki, but thank you for sending that my way. So that's the short specifically that you did send. Gonna go for a little bit. I have something. Do something for Mike. All good, Lotus. All good. All good. Let me get this going too. I need to draw the little boats. It's kind of hard to show some of these like the grooves and tendencies for ooze culture, since this is made from some of the trees from Teldris itself. But that's something that will take a bit of time. Oh, good. Gotcha, Mike. But thank you for sending it my way. Thank you so much for sending it my way. I will have to look at that later on as well. Let me have this drawn out. I don't really have a good outfit design for Aegis herself, so that's something that needs to be implemented later on, but we'll see. We'll see how that happens. Let me draw more of this. I'm excited for when we do inevitably get to the Usaic War video. I don't know how many like long form videos will be made next year. I do just want to see what most people do ask questions around, and then maybe we'll make like more of a detailed video in that regard. That's my potential goal. But we'll see. I know Pantheon stuff will be fairly popular, so people want to learn more about that. I know Crumbs has asked more questions in regards to the Usaic War, so at least for next year, my goal is to get maybe 1 to 2 of those videos drawn out and created for you guys, if you guys are excited to learn a bit more about that as well. Let's get this going. Here we go. I don't know how the fashion for Aegis is going to look. It is fairly broad. I did just draw the skeleton, and I said before, if I'm ever working on an ooze individual, or if I'm ever working on any character, the clothes are something that don't naturally come to me, so I'll probably have to do another takeaway of Aegis's clothes later on. That is something that will need to be worked on. Let's see if we can get more of the bracers also going, too. Okay. But this is supposed to be an extremely foreign area for any ooze individual, since they are just sailing to the heart of the city. I hope that at least some of the interactions that do occur for some of the oozes around this time aren't too hostile. I'm still trying to think about that, just because around this point, slimes and oozes haven't interacted with one another all that much. So it is something that I am contemplating, whether or not slimes will be more towards fighting the oozes that do arrive here, or they're more towards just being a little bit more pondering and wondering about that as well. Let's have that going on here. Okay. I'm trying to speed through some of these too, just because I know we're going to be here for a while if I don't. I just know whenever it's an establishing shot, it feels like we've had a lot of these shots before, where it's like, oh, big environment, where we have the oozes or the slimes apparent. I tend to take a little too long, because I'm like trying to detail too many parts of the actual drawing itself, when in reality it's supposed to be like spent like 1 or 2 seconds, not 1 or 2 seconds, but like, you know, like a fairly short amount of time. So that is something that we are trying to ideate as well. Let's get that also over here. Okay. I'm just happy the script is over though too. Okay. This is so bad. This is like the worst design. But I'll just try to add some small groups for now, and then later on I'll like do like a cutaway, especially when we get to the actual video itself. That's my goal, is to have Aegis a full-on design for her as well. Here we go. Make sure, don't ever forget to do the markings too for our ooze brethren, because our ooze brethren need to have those marks for sentience. Add the belt as well. Here we go. Okay. This is such a bad silhouette. Oh god. I can make a mustache up little guy for you, but I'm not sure what you have in mind. Ooh. Some more collaboration between Lotus and Zen. Nice, always nice to see. Let's us ideate this too. Okay. Yeah, this looks so basic, but I don't care. It's meant to be something much more simpler for now. And then later on, we'll have more details to share. Okay. Leave it at that. So I'm going to outline it a little bit darker. It's not the best thing to do. I generally like to do this just to separate different parts of the foreground, the midground, the background. I tend to sometimes make the lines of our foreground a little bit thicker just to show importance. So I'm gonna be just lining that over here. I kind of did it with the one shot where the ceremony was happening, where we had like 3 of the individuals in the foreground. I made their lines a little bit darker than the rest. I'm gonna try to do that with Aegis right here as well. I wonder what she'd be thinking right now. At least in this site. I guess it's very much fish out of water what I was intending on doing. So I'm sure if Aegis, imagine living your entire life, well actually, I guess Mika would relate to that too. Living your entire life in like a predominant ooze dominated like household or like society, having not like the most advanced machinations or machines apparent, and then you kind of see just all this stuff at once. You never really ventured out of Teldris all that much, and you just see this. I mean, yeah. Probably the most you would know within Teldris would be like these small like homages to Volx's mining equipment from the family, and maybe some other coastal things. Like, I don't think oozes around this time would be complete strangers to technology, but they would definitely be thrown in for a loop where they go into like the heart of the city and see just all these ships, all these structures, because they would assume, since the technology is much older they would think that's like, oh yeah, there's just old mining equipment, so maybe our slime brethren on the other side of the coast are just a little bit advanced and have a little bit of machines. But then when Aegis comes over, they're like, wow, this is not what I was expecting at all. And probably some would be taken in awe, but other people would probably be more like, this is horrible. This is just a whole like metallic jungle of columns and stuff like that. This is terrible. Where's all the trees? Where's all like the different rocks, the different flower, the vegetation? Where's any of that at all? It's horrible. Like, why is that there? Okay. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Now we can move on to at least the coastline. I'll put these two on a separate layer. I think there's a lot of characters that would be like that too. Even the slime individuals that have predominantly been on Uzeus, like some of the crew members, where they venture to like some other planets like Vitalis, maybe wherever the Auroran are from as well. Like, they would probably be like, wow, where the hell are we? And that would also be like a pseudo sense of fish out of water. The trope that I personally am not a big fan of, just because it feels like a lot of times a lot of the characters don't get written too well, because most of the times the characters just always constantly asking, what's this, what's that? Which is fair, because you are just in a whole different planet or a whole different environment. But I feel like you can do that trope well if they're not constantly just revolving the character on only asking questions, and they have like their own interesting plot and story backstory to them that does get progressed. It's just always a little tricky. Hello, sir. I haven't been here for quite some time recently. Hey, hello. Welcome. It's always good to see you too. How have you been though? I hope you've been doing well. And don't apologize for anything, Hollow. We have just been working on some more Slimeverse stuff as always. Trying to get this stuff ideated. There's a lot to recap. Very crude depictions of the core of the Slimeverse world, a very harsh reality that may or may not occur due to what the slimes can do. There is a good bit of lore that you may have missed in regards to the Uzaic War and the upbringing to that, or the events that do eventually come to that, but it will all fortunately be in the video that we are working on. But I can definitely answer questions. I'm really bad at summarizing things in a short manner, but basically I'll start from right here. We were talking about ooze society and ooze culture, and we've been drawing a lot of the stuff like that, and how the oozes try to obtain the corpus fruit, which is the fruit that not every ooze can eat and withstand. It can basically kill you if you don't have a strong enough of a mind. That's why the chieftains are often chosen by either hereditary, because they'll have a stronger mind from the chieftain bloodline, or they'll have they'll have like a ceremony where other oozes can have like a bit of a trial, and it's kind of like fucked up because all these oozes are either going through some trials and tribulations, and even despite then, if the ritual doesn't deem them fit for the corpus fruit, they will also perish in those trials. So yeah, it's something that is highly sought after too, just because the information and the wisdom that you do gain basically allows you to rule kingdoms. Oh yeah, you either gain insight on how to rule your civilization, or you gain insight on how to better control your people or better lead your people. And some individuals like, where are they? Oh, also some environmental shots of different ooze societies here. Some individuals like Aegis right here that we did show in the past. I'm not sure if you do remember this or if I did state this, but Aegis is the same individual right here that we do see in our shorts for the Usaic War and stuff like that, where it was a bit of a throwback, where it was me and Por and a very traumatic moment that occurred. But yes, this is Aegis, and Aegis is also here conducting her own chieftain ritual, where she basically matches up, and depending where you're from in Uzaius, you have a different ritual for going about the devouring of the corpus fruit. Aegis just drinks it. She has her own vision, and her vision is that of a very an imprisoned core. She's the first ever individual in the Slimeverse to learn about the sentience of Uzaius as a whole. So yeah, you best believe that they don't want this to occur. I tried making the core, like, I mean, you've seen it over here, where it's like it's supposed to be a lot more like, you know, pristine, clean, ever expanding. This is supposed to be more of a morbid case, or a morbid depiction of what could happen if the slimes themselves are fully in control and fully expand to every single part of the planet. So yes, Aegis learns about it, and you best believe that they want to prevent this in any way, shape, and form. Oh wait, what did you say that Mika could relate? Oh, just like the fish out of water, where we were drawing basically Aegis venturing towards the first big slime city. That's what we were I was referring to. There's a tree over there. It's the latest model from Nature Co. Oh yes, we have vegetation. I forgot. Like, I feel like Volks would say that too. It's like, there's plenty of wildlife over here in Dex. We have just the newest installed tree line from Nature Co. Very Lorax inspired, yes. But this is just something that we were working on, Hollow. Yeah, just working on the ooze portion, talking more about their ascendancy into chiefdom with the devouring of the corpus fruit. The corpus fruit being something that is not every ooze can devour, and if they do devour it, some of them can actually perish. And also, if slimes ever eat a corpus fruit, their core will explode. Yeah, their core will explode. They will expand to enormous proportions, to the point where just a big violent burst occurs. It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. It's horrifying. But that was just something that should have been also mentioned, because I know somebody asked that question before, where it was like, oh, what happens if a slime devours the fruit? Well, you kind of are given that connotation with it. But yes, that is what we've been working on. Aegis, this individual right here, is the same one in the shorts as well. Just a much older Aegis during a time of war, during the Usaic War. She's been battle tested a bit more. She's been defending her homeland in here, but obviously over here, this is a much younger, more innocent Aegis that just wants to prevent the planet from dying. And also, this was something that I personally liked. I take a little bit of pride in this. I thought it was a cool idea. All these needles, all these impalements that you see into the core itself, that was a little idea that I included because I remember, thanks to you, Hollow, you introduced, or you brought up the idea with first responders and natural disasters and stuff like that. I created a natural disaster similar to sinkholes, because Uzaius is always ever expanding. There will be some small pores that will arise from that, and so we have like the pseudo sinkhole natural disaster that does occur naturally within. It's a natural disaster. No, it's a natural disaster. Don't say naturally twice. It's a disaster that occurs when it's expanding, and that's like a pseudo sinkhole where people will fall into the planet and basically never be seen again. So yeah, unless you have first responders very quickly at the time. So to circumvent this, Hollow, a lot of the structures within the city itself are interlaced with one another. And outside of that too, some of the structures that aren't originally interlaced, they have an anchor point at the bottom to kind of circumvent the sinkholes that do arise. And these anchor points I thought would be really cool if they looked almost like needles So I kind of had that where this very hard shell exterior of the planet has a bunch of needle-like plug holes that were originally meant to just save some of the structures from ever being sunken into the planet itself. But I thought that'd be cool to have some imagery with that and have them impale the core, the very heart of Uzeus. Makes me want to side with the Ooze side of the war. I mean, I sided with them anyways, but yet even more. I see. I mean, I'll say the Oozes even themselves, what's funny enough, Hollow, some of them are actually even against the war. Some of the more larger kingdoms find they find Aegis's visions to be false. They themselves have eaten countless corpus fruits, and they themselves have never seen the same vision that Aegis saw herself. So even they are calling themselves frauds. They're calling Aegis fraud and her chiefdom ship as a false one. So they are trying to also attack Aegis, or trying to like get her eliminated as well. So yeah, both sides of the factions, or both oozes and slimes, are not the best. Not the best at all. We kind of see two depictions here with Volks, the head of the military, and one of the Farron's chieftains getting news of the spreading of the sentience of Uzeus, like that news itself, and they themselves are not very happy either. They themselves claim the chieftainship of Aegis to be false because they have eaten countless fruits, and they've never heard of such a blasphemous statement as well. So that's something that we have going on too. Does the fruit have side effects on other species? Corpus fruits, in terms of other species space buns, I'm not too sure, but it would be, I guess, if you did devour, I guess maybe, I don't know if you're hinting at parasites potentially devouring the corpus fruits, but if Parasite devoured it, you probably, I don't know, maybe you could sustain it. That would be interesting. I guess it would vary from species to species, space buns, but yeah, like a lot of the other ones would probably have like negative side effects. It is very much designed for oozes and like the utmost battle-tested minds to be able to withstand it, just because of the information and insights that is given to you. So it could vary quite a bit, though. I didn't think about that too much. Oh sure, just send me whatever you're cooking. I can toss them in. Let's go. Hollow's hying. Oh no, did I say something a little too confusing, or did I explain something in the wrong way, Hollow? I am a little bit all over the place, so I do apologize for that. But I hope at least a good bit of this has been recapped in an okay way. It's just something that I tend to struggle with. But yeah, I'm excited for more of these little antics, or more of these little drawings that we are working on, and hopefully you guys are too. It's just it is a lot to take in. I do apologize for that. Hopefully when the video finally comes out, it'll all be together and it'll be much more coherent than me kind of loosely stating some of the things left and right. But I do not mind sharing more information to one of the amazing historians and one of the most trustworthy crew members on our Thesean endeavors as well. SANI eats the corpus fruit. SANI's an Eldritch, so what if they eat the fruits? If SANI eats the fruits, probably nothing will happen. I don't know. I would say SANI is an Eldritch Horde and a demonic, horrific entity. They probably will just like go through it slowly and disintegrate it. Like, let's say the fruits lying on the ground, and SANI is just slowly going over towards the fruits. They would probably just get through it, and it would disintegrate like nothing ever happened. So yeah, SANI's the exception though. I'm not saying any other creature would have the fruit disintegrate like that, but SANI specifically is the exception because of the horrible thing that they are. But let me keep going with this. Yeah, a lot of things are in development. I think if SANI eats the fruits, and they should get bigger, like 2 feet bigger, which is diabolical. If SANI eats the fruits, I don't think nothing will happen. Nothing at all will happen. SANI is just built different. SANI is this horrible cat that I hate talking about too much, is the exception to a lot of the fundamental rules that Uzeus has established. But let me go right there. I think we should motivate Ooze to fight SANI. This horrible being disintegrates their holy fruits. I mean, if they saw SANI just disintegrating the fruit hollow, oh yeah, I can totally see just some of the Oozes just rising up against them and trying to eliminate the SANIs. It's just, you know as well, Hollow, better than most people. You take down one SANI, multiple ones come back. Multiple ones will just arise and keep on trying to do the horrific things of spreading some freaking cult cleansing shenanigans, and I absolutely despise it. A short tail update, the vets aren't able to look at him until tomorrow. I'm going to keep a close eye on him today and make sure his wound doesn't get worse. I'm worried, but I know he'll be okay. I got you, Zen, and thank you for letting me know more about that. But yeah, if you need to go away from the stream and make sure Short Tail's doing well, please do so. Please ensure that they are doing well. But I do know that they're in good hands because yeah, I'm very, very confident that you do take a lot of care with your animals. But yes, Zen, thank you for letting me know on that. Thank you so much. Luke eats the fruit and has a seizure. It's not advised. It is not advised at all to devour the corpus fruits. Because, yeah, you will gain so much insight, and it is extremely, extremely harmful to most species. I think Space Buns brings up an extremely good question. I'm just going to keep that a consistent thing for most species. It has extremely, extremely harmful side effects that are tailored to mainly Oozes, because Ooze designed that fruit for a specific thing in mind. And I guess it has like that pseudo failsafe in its own machinations, or its own I don't know, toxins or something associated with it. I don't know what the right word is, but it has something in its taste or its structure that make it very inhospitable for other species to also devour. Despite it being very sweet, very citrusy, having a very nice, unique aftertaste to it, guys, you don't want to devour that. It's just not, it's not advised at all. In a way, someone could use that as a weapon. Ooh, Cobra, I don't know. I don't know if you were here for it specifically, Cobra, but looks may or may not be plotting to have a corpus bullet or some form of corpus fruit mechanism for their assassin endeavors. So yeah, that may or may not be something that is worked on too. Shoot up the root to a large batch of food, makeshift poison. Yes. I don't know if somebody did bring that up before, like some form of projectile or some form of thing that some people would use in a very harmful way. So yeah, it's a very, very untimely demise. It's very painful, guys. Your core just, if it gets shot at to a slime, your core just ever expanding to the point where you explode. It is not pretty. It is not pretty at all. And don't worry, I'm all over the place too. You're explaining it well. Well, as long as you are catching what I'm saying, Hollow, then I'm happy to hear that. I just apologize if I do mess up from time to time. But yeah, as long as you did catch up what I did say, then that's good. I hope that the video will do a better job in that sense. The video will at least have all my coherent statements, not just going left and right and trying to explain everything the best that I can. But I'm very, very happy that you were at least able to get my little nonsense rambling at least captured. I'm gonna eat the fruit, he said. It's sweet and citrusy. Don't eat the fruit! Don't eat the fruit! If you eat the fruit, you're gonna probably perish. Oh, actually, what I say that, you know what, just eat the fruit. Just eat the fruit. I no matter, every time I say don't do something, everyone's always just on top of doing it. They're like, you know what, you don't want me to do this, Valis. I will proceed to do such a thing. Bad thing happens, it's like, oh well, I said it. But some people just can't be reasoned with. Some people must just have the untimely fates at hand. She's been giving him have lots of protein. That's good. Mushroom shot me the dirtiest look for him, giving her treats, but she'll get over it. Okay, as long as it's nothing too bad. But I'm happy to hear that you have been taking care of them as well as Zen. There's still a really good update to know about. Hopefully they are able to get to the vet soon, though. It sucks that they couldn't do it today. Let me have this also ideated as well. Make a poll to see who would eat the fruits. I don't want to know this. I do not want to know who here would want to eat the fruits. I'm pretty sure most of you will say yes. Some Oozes in the background just winces. Oh yeah. Some oozes, no. And the thing is, too, Mike, especially in ooze culture, those fruits are reserved for specific individuals, and then seeing other people or like other species just trying to eat it all willy-nilly, they would see that as a huge disrespectful act. Because I mean, corpus fruit is deeply embedded into their culture. It's a very important thing to hold to a very high praise or high worship, high sense of worship, because they see it as the gifts of Uzeus itself. They see it as a blessing of the planets. So it's seeing just other people willy-nilly turn into poison, or turn it into, or just eat it, and like crush it up and blend it for their own personal taste, and then meets an untimely demise. Yeah, it's not good. It's something that the oozes would very much be very hostile towards. Parasite would if given to it, otherwise no. I see. Okay. Eating corpus fruits. I'm gonna say I know I can't stop them. I can't stop them at all. But it is something that is extremely. It's disregarded as a huge disrespectful act in ooze culture as well. Just having that. That's why it's not good. It's not well advised to eat them. Apollo, who is supposed to be the next chief, and just sees this like, oh boy, oh yeah. Just seeing that a hand, there might be some choice words to be said afterwards. They would not appreciate the things that other people would do in regards to the corpus fruit. Here we go. As we get some more of these machines going. This is a lot of fun. I'm trying to catch up on this too. What makes it worse is if he ever found Lotus Collection. I would say if you guys... eating the collection, it's also extremely rare to get it, so the fact that any of you guys have some form of collection for the corpus fruits means you guys have probably been looking for them for a while, like a really long time, because the corpus fruits don't grow like everywhere very frequently. It's very rare to find a corpus fruit. Let's get these right here. Okay, I'm not really doing the best job making this a bit more advanced, but hey, it is what it is. Unfortunately for you, he will not be very happy with you. Unfortunately for Lotus, they will not be very happy at all about that. Polly would probably ask why the hell Lotus is a small pile of corpus fruit, and Lotus will say, I love collecting things. Oh no. So you would have to venture a good while away too. At least like you definitely wouldn't be in the heart of the city. Like at least anywhere in SP or Dex, like you'll probably be extremely rare. It's already rare to find a corpus fruit in the actual like more wildlife areas. Finding one in SP or Dex is probably like a really low chance, like a 0.001% chance, just because of how covered it is, like how little nature there is over there. Maybe in New Vox you probably like find like maybe one or two, but it's extremely hard to locate those, like extremely hard. And like ooze kingdoms are heavily searching for those as well, just for practice and to strengthen their civilization as a whole. Actually, Michael has a corpus fruit tree in his mansion. He says I can't show anyone anymore, but trust. But trust, yes. Trust me, bro. We have a tree right there. Oh, God. Well, Lotus travel sometimes. It really depends. I will give you more lore on that. Got you. I'll say you would have to venture in like a lot of like very hostile areas where oozes would be more dominant within it, especially if you have like a collection of the corpus fruit. Considering how the ooze are, I do wonder if there are ooze pirates or nomads. In terms of like spacefaring ones, Cobra, I would say, at least in present tense, the Slimeverse, there would be like a few. They wouldn't be very common, since a lot of the ooze, all the oozes are very tribal and primal. They tend to stick with their groups. Like they're very secluded, and they're much more reserved than slimes. Slimes are a lot more generally open to exploring the cosmos, you know, creating new civilizations and stuff like that, just because they're much more curious than a lot of oozes are. They're much more recluse. So there could be nomads, and I'm not saying that there isn't more outgoing oozes out there. It's just it's not as common as it is for slimes. That's why you will tend to see a lot more slimes in other planets, and there would be even smaller colonies within space as well. Collecting fruit important to a culture that you can't even use, and just hoarding them, keeping them away from those who are actually capable of utilizing it. It is heinous. It is absolutely heinous, Hollow. Like, if they find a collection of those fruits, oozes will be extremely upset about that, or they'll be like extremely hostile too, because they highly regard these fruits as like gifts from the planet itself. Like, it is like one of the highest blessings, and whenever they do find one, the gatherers that do locate it tend to be praised as well in the culture too, just because they are very rare and just highly sought after. Like, just because of the powers and the insights that are given to the chieftains, right? Just seeing a corpus fruit appear, like even like the gather seeing that, and be like, oh my, this is a huge find for their people, and it can bolster their civilization for like tremendously. So yeah, corpus fruits are like a huge, if we're trying to gamify it, like a big XP boost for a civilization. Like they will go up like a whole tier depending on what insight they're given. Okay, but here we go. And that's why, I will say it's too hollow, that's why some of the civilizations in Ooze, for Ooze territory, they are also against what the chieftain, Aegis herself, saw, just because a lot of the more stronger, more well-known civilizations felt like they would have been given that insight a long time ago. It's like, wait, how the hell? Like, obviously some Ooze kingdoms will believe it, but others that have much more power and a much more longer influence will be in disbelief by that fact. Even though a lot of oozes tend to be more in tune with nature, you will have some that do side with Aegis, and then you'll have others that are being like, wait, I've been ruling this kingdom for 5 generations, and I have never once seen such a vision of a speaking planet, a speaking sentient core. You speak blasphemy, young one. You speak to an individual that has seen countless rises of kingdoms, or something along those lines, right? So something in that kind of regard. Remember how Lotus tends to get themselves in trouble up, Alice? Well, I think you can only imagine what Lotus does in the wild. A lot of bad things would probably occur. You are asking to get in a huge amount of trouble. A huge amount of trouble, but I mean, I can't do anything about that either, since your characters in the Uzeus or the planet as a whole. I just think, given on their home planets, pirate oozes would raid corporations and travelers to take wares and corpus fruits. I will say that brings up a really good point, Cobra, that if they are aware of that, if they do know that there are other corpus fruits on specifically the continent where the slimes reside in, they would probably raid corporations if they are given that information. Like, for sure. Absolutely. Does Lotus won't ever be punished? No, don't get it. So they aren't all untouchable. Lotus doesn't know that. If they did, they would gladly give it back to an ooze they trust, even though they don't know ooze that well. I'll say it is extreme. Like, if you did somehow manage to hoard several corpus fruits, it would be extremely sought after. But here we go. Let us keep on working right there. But Cobra, you do bring up really good points in that regard, because they would definitely siege some places that are known to have just some corpus fruit having there, or like a stash there. Let's make this a little bit more mechanized as well too. Ooze culture, guys. All about fruits, all about tradition, all about shamanism, druidism, taking care of the planet. Ruling some places over with an iron fist, and making sure you reign for as long as possible. Even though the oozes do generally have a shorter lifespan than slimes, about like half, or even shorter than that, it's like around, most oozes will live around 500-ish years or so. I may need to write that somewhere within our server. I just need to actually post. I haven't updated Slimeverse official in a while, and I do apologize for that. It's just I've been trying to get this done. But yeah, oozes lived around 500 years. But that being said, there's an exception. Corpus fruits and chieftains can elongate their lifespans too. That's why it is fairly rare for the people that are ruling the larger civilizations within the ooze territories to perish. Like those longer civilizations or the more established ones will have like the same ruler for a very long time. Just because the fruits also extend the lifespans. This is something that some oozes are aware of, but it's a hidden aspect that why some chieftains do not try to state with the widespread common, like the commonwealth of the ooze civilization. So yeah, they do get elongated lifespans. How elongated? I don't know. How elongated? It could be several hundred years, but they do rule much longer than a traditional ruler would. That's why for smaller tribes in the ooze territories, they tend to have to shuffle between multiple chieftains just because they don't find enough corpus fruits and they tend to perish more, which is why I kind of like this ever-shifting cycle of individuals kind of trying to find corpus fruit 1 and then trying to find something in a way where they can also rule and even find a fitting candidate. It's hard finding a corpus fruit, guys. It's even harder finding appropriate candidates for that corpus fruit. So obviously a lot of small tribes tend to dwindle because of both of those facts, which is why at least in Oozeus there isn't a lot of large ooze kingdoms or ooze tribes. There's very few. I do like them, and like the idea of having an ooze trying to use tech like a mech or flying anything. I mean, if you do like that idea, Cobra, we could entertain that a bit more further too. I'm not opposed to that. Like I said, if you want to make an ooze individual that is more in line with like technology and stuff like that, you can definitely go for it too. So as I made it lower than 25 corpus fruits that Lotus has, I also need to tell you my other power, which I think you'll love. Just give me a minute. You have 25 corpus fruits? Lotus, you do realize that, like, the most devoured, like, you may need to change that. I do apologize, but, Farron, like, the strongest, one of the strongest leaders as a whole, where are they? Right here. They themselves are one of the strongest leaders within Oozeus, and they've only devoured 10 corpus fruits. It is extremely rare. I said I lowered it down, not 25? Wait, did you? I made it lower than 25. Oh, you said lower than 25. Lower than 25. But still, you didn't give a number for that. But yeah, only the ruler for one of the strongest civilizations for the Ooze Kingdom, only a 10. And that was over like several hundreds of years. So I would have to like refrain from that. I don't even think if you had a collection, you'd probably have like at most like maybe three or four, because they are extremely rare within the sense of the Slimeverse as a whole. I'm going to apologize in advance. I just killed Hollow with something cute. Wait, what did you send to Hollow, Mike? Did you do more arts? I won't want to ask. I don't know if it's anything spoiler heavy, Mike, but that's pseudo nice to hear. I'll have to keep it on the back burner, maybe for a future commission. But first, I gotta take care of finances. All good, Cobra. It's a-okay. Like I said, we are going to be working on Slimeverse stuff for a while now. So yeah, if any other ideas also do come up, or if we have like a new species as well in advance that may interest some of you guys too, let me know. Let me know. Let me have this going on as well. Because I know for Perfect specifically, they contribute a bit to the Vitons. Where are they? It's this race right here. I think I've showed them to you multiple times before. But Perfect themselves, and even I believe Crumbs has a Viton OC. Mika has a Viton OC. So we will be also, we did reach the previous goal, thanks to you guys. We will be ideating another species native to the Slimeverse, which is going to be the Auroran, a more rock abstract race that I'm going to try to design later on once all this video stuff is finished. I killed her with a tiny version of voice of Mika. Oh, did you, Mika? Do you also share some of those voice recordings? That's nice to hear, though. Like I said, every time you do show some more voice recordings or any vocal lines in regards to any of your characters, it's always nice to see. It's always really nice to see. Luna says 5, that's how much I lowered down to the Discord if my DM sends you. Oh no, I would say just lower it to 5. Okay. I mean 5 is okay, but 5 is still fairly pushing it just because it is extremely rare and it takes like a long time. But I guess slimes do have a longer lifespan, so that's okay. But it takes a very, very long time even to find one single corpus fruit. So I did want these to be extremely rare. Like, I would say, if you did stick to 25, I was definitely gonna have to shut that down, unfortunately. Because, like, even the strongest leader in the Slimeverse, like, for the oozes, has only devoured 10. Like, that's how sought after they are. Let me have this going on. I'm finally fucking done with the pins. Let's go. Congrats on that star stream. Congrats for achieving that as well. I'm assuming you're going to go to bed now. But if you did share those, or if you are going to bed soon, I can showcase those in our, not art showcase, but I can show those early since you did take all the time to work on those. But congrats on that star stream. Congrats. I need 11 corpus fruits at my uncle's mansion. I'm hiding layers of insecurity behind obvious lies about how cool my life is. No! 11 corpus fruits. I've devoured 11. I am even more insightful. It's like, wait, how? How have you devoured so many? I don't even think you're an ooze. How has this even happened? Like, what? Oh no. It is something very, very sought after. I send it to you. Check it out later. Finish working what you're doing first. Thank you as well, Mike. I can confirm my system has been overloaded by cuteness. That's good to hear, though. I'm happy to hear that Mike has shown another wonderful voice line. And I will be also listening to that later on, too. But got you. Thank you for sending it my way as well. But we will also try to keep this going. I'm sorry that we haven't gotten too much stuff drawn today, guys. I just did want to... Some returning faces did come earlier into the stream. I didn't see Scruffy in a long time, and I just wanted to respond to some statements and kind of do like a brief showing of some of the things that we had made over like several months now. So I am a bit slower in today's stream than usual, but I hope you guys can understand. It was just some things that I did want to showcase. I'm trying to also get this drawn out too. This shot shouldn't take too long because I'm not going to try to overly detail some of these environments, but I did just want to show this fish out of water scene where basically Aegis is just taken a bit aback by everything. Thus, I think I sent it to my other power. I hope you like. Got you, Lotus. I will try to see that after stream as well, too. And if it's okay, I'll give it a thumbs up. And if it's a little too much, then I will have to decline or find like another, I guess, more balanced version of it. I don't know if it is something that's super OP, but I will be looking at that after stream. I will try to. Let's see. Let's get some of this stuff as well. Try to draw some of the slime individuals here in the background. We'll have 2 layers for that. It's not too much. It's literally balanced and funny. Got you, Lotus. I would say I always say that in advance for some abilities, just because I know some people are like, oh, can my character stop time? Can my character manipulate time or warp reality in this way? Can my character like explode a planet with just the flick of their fingers? It's like, you know, the thing is, I don't mind some OP powers. It needs to be orchestrated in a way that fits with the plot, but to make things simpler, no. to make things simpler, I probably just will turn stuff down like that, unfortunately. Let me have this going on. Think you're gonna love it? I got you. Well, then I look forward to seeing what that power may be. Here we go. We have that there. We have some people there. So now we can draw more of the cityscape in a very abstract sense. I can't wait to actually detail more of these columns and get that going for everybody. Hopefully we can get some 3D assets of these developed in the future, so that can make my life so much easier with making some shorts or some skits that involve the cityscape or maybe other places within Uzeus in general. So I'm excited for that as well. Can Taka go Super Saiyan? Can Taka go Super Saiyan? I mean, if it involves Romana, absolutely, Zen. Oh no. If Parasite ever found that fruit, it would be so remorseful, like a sobbing mess. Really, Space Buns? So they'd be really upset at that too. It'd be a sobbing mess. I wonder, wait, is there a specific reason why they would be really remorseful? I guess if they found out the connotations with it. So little cheat sheet for character creation. If you want a character whose power level is always approved, just say, I want to create a stock level expendable grunt with no ability whatsoever. Works every time. Oh my god. You know what that reminded me of, Cobra? I mean, this isn't, I guess, this is not you or anybody, but there's some people in the past that have asked for very OP stuff and have had to decline that, unfortunately. But it's basically like somebody walking up to Miri or one of the other gods within the Slimeverse, and they're just like, can I get the power to stop time? And then boom. Just, they get smited at the spots because of it. But then it's like, oh, can I be like a grunt with no capabilities whatsoever? It's like, oh, sure. We won't do anything at all. Can I have the powers to just destroy an entire planet? We may need to stop that one as well. But it just, I visualize somebody like reaching out to like one of the divine entities and just getting smited on the spot. I'll tell you this, it's something very funny. Maybe the reason Lotus is lucky, I guess you could say that. Okay, I will look into that as well then, if it is something a bit more funny. With exceptions. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm not opposed, like I said, I'm not opposed to some powers, especially some of them being more powerful than others. It's just, it needs to be very well thought out, and some of them just can't be okay, unfortunately, guys, just because it warps the foundations of the Slimeverse quite a bit, where if it's like, oh, can I have a power where anybody I look at gets turned into a piece of wood, right? Like anybody I look at just turns into wood. It's like it's kind of that's kind of a little too much, especially with what we're trying to establish with the boon system. Obviously, we are trying to like relate to some of those things to like One Piece devil fruits as well, so you can get really creative. It's just I'm not trying to be like a fun police. It's just I'm trying to look out for like the story and the consistency with some of the things that will happen in the future. It's like, oh, well, your character can do this. Why can't we just have another character that does this? And then boom, problem solved. That's fair. That's very, very fair, which is why I'm trying to find a way to circumvent it. If it knew, it would be like, Valis! What do I do? Do I just leave it? Valis! Oh no! I would probably, well, considering I have a bit of background in ooze culture as well, I would probably try to find a way to get it to the appropriate chief as well. You know, obviously, actually, wait. I'll probably just give it to Mika. I think Mika would be the most fitting for that fruit as well, and Mika would also handle it with her relatives too. So we probably just report it over to Mika. Oh gosh, yeah. Lotus still has this power and still gets in trouble, so it's not totally OP. Don't fall for it, Valis. They will lure you in. What, for Parasite? A Parasite? No shot Parasites lured me into something very horrific. I trust Parasite. They were one of the more capable individuals that helped us within the Cult of Souls. Even though I didn't know that specifically, because it was more of like a... they weren't in like the front lines, but they were still taking out a lot of the cultists. I would still be very open to Parasites. I am fairly gullible, guys, with a lot of individuals too. You saw me when I was playing Look Outside. I tend to be a bit more friendly early on, but if you guys do wrong me, I will have to eject you from the ship. Unfortunately, I will. But I do give you guys a chance. Even though there are a lot of very, very chaotic individuals on the ship, if you guys get a little too chaotic or do go against some of the rules that were established in the Athesian, it's ejection time, unfortunately. It is ejection time. Let's see. Yeah, Parasite is a good one, at least tries to be. See, I have full faith in Parasites. Parasites disguised as slime, which means they're trying to eat slimes, though? I mean... apparently my freaking AI is eating slimes as well, which I've been pretty upset with. I didn't know that was happening on the ship, so we may need to have that dealt with. I'm back. I'm on my phone now, just laying on my bed. Got you, Mike. Welcome back. We're trying to get this also ideated too. It's super late, but is your sleep schedule really messed up right now, Mike? Especially after that session that you had that was super long. Does Hollow know about that as well? Hollow, did you know that Mike was in like a 8+ hour session? Was it today, or like tonight, or yesterday? Because that is crazy. I think it was tonight, or it was like today for you. Like, that's super insane. Valis, I would gladly make a cult of ejected crew members. Oh no. Most of the opponents setting boundaries to your project, and it's you who is kind enough to let us in. Oh no, but absolutely. But I think we had this talk before. Where I was stating where I just want to be more open to ideas that you guys have been stating, because this is something that is fairly collaborative, and I've been loving everything that you guys have been sharing. So it is harder for me to say no, but I have been trying to put my foot down on some things in the past, right? Because there's just some people that we can't have within the Slimeverse as a whole, just because they're too powerful, or they conflict with some story tropes. I just don't want to sound like I'm a fun police, but yeah, there's just some things that I do need to put my foot down, and I will do that no matter what. But thank you also for being so understanding, Hollow, and I know a lot of you are very understanding as well, and I do appreciate that. I just don't want it to seem like, wow, you're making this seem as like a community thing, but you're saying no to this and that. I gotta, unfortunately. Technically now, yesterday. Okay. Oh yeah, because it's what? It's 12-ish, or it's like 3 a.m. over there? Like around 2 or 3? I still have no clue how you trusted the murder nun enduring. No, I'm not a human. She oozed evil vibes. Okay, Zen, listen, Zen. I don't know. Actually, yeah, you're right. You're right. I should not have let the nun in. You know what my thought process was behind that, though, Zen? I was like, oh yeah, all the super crazy cultish-like people are not visitors. They seem like they've been good so far. But then I should have realized that the nun wasn't in the same type of like religion or anything like that as the cultists. I should have realized that earlier, not let them in. So that was my mistake. Same with not giving the slip to somebody else, because then I lost my adopted daughter, which I wasn't happy with either. I still want to play. I want to do another run of No, I'm Not a Human in the future. Maybe we'll do it again for the Spookathon, or maybe we'll do it again sooner than that. It's just there are some games I do want to return to. I know it can feel bad, but some people don't appreciate the act of balancing power, some ideas. That's fair. I like I said, you are absolutely stating facts, Hollow. I cannot agree with you more. Like, genuinely, like, just some people are a little too crazy with some of their ideas, and we just do need to hit like the hard no sometimes, and I will be doing that in the future with some ideas, unfortunately. Let me see. Let's see, my sleep schedule's a little messed up, but I make up for it. I normally stay up if I know I don't have something to do tomorrow. Do you have something to do tomorrow, BK? Do you have something fairly important to do that you should be asleep for? I hope not. Else you sure Lotus can have rocket launcher hands. I mean, if it's like just rocket launcher hands where it's just shooting just rockets, I mean, I don't think that's a crazy thing. You could have that. But it's something that's like super insane, and believe me, guys, I read a lot of comics and manga. I'm sure you guys do too. You know what's OP. I'm not saying I'm against having OP stuff. It needs to be highly tailored. So when you see something happen that's extremely out of hand, like, wait, Valis, that guy has super powerful things. Well, there's a reason behind that makes sense for the plots. And we're proud of you. I'm proud of you guys. You're amazing, Hollow. You're all amazing. But thank you genuinely for the kind words, Hollow. I do appreciate whenever you can stop by and tune in and even ask like a lot of really interesting questions. Because I know even behind the scenes, you've been helping a lot of us too with some ideations and a lot of interesting characters. And for that, I'm extremely grateful, because I know you and many others ask really good and interesting, thought-provoking questions that expand more on the Slimeverse as a whole. So genuinely thank you for that as well. Mr. Valid. That's not me. I'm not Mr. Valid. I'm not Mr. Valid. Valos, that's not me either. Says all religions. I did not say that. Space buttons. Okay, you are gaslighting the hell out of me. You are okay. That is insane. I did not say that. I said that I thought, because usually all the super like heretical cultists were not visitors. I mistook her for one of them, but I wasn't thinking like, oh yeah, like she's obviously worshiping the same thing that the cultists are. No. That was a bit of a misplay by my end, but I'm not saying that at all. As you are crazy for that, Space Buttons. You're crazy. But you put the rocket launcher hands. Wait, what? Lotus doesn't have rocket launcher hands then? I'm going to detox after what happened yesterday. Okay, so you are gonna just take it easy after everything that did occur. Naga can install the proper cybernetics by Tuesday. Oh my vid, I'm sleepy, but Mr. Vowd, I sent all my pins and arts. If you don't mind, could you show it now? I got you, Starscream. I can do that. I would say, since it is super late over there, I am going to showcase that as well. Little version voice of Mika. Oh wait, Mika also sent me that too. But let me go to the art section really quickly and showcase what Starscream has been working on. So let me scroll over to here. And here we are. Okay. Starscream says, Starscream, why did you come to school late? Because arts and crafts. It's now currently 12 a.m. I need my own hot glue gun. Oh my god. And then boom! Here we go. This is awesome. Also, wait, do I see Ruby? Are you a bit of a Ruby fan as well too, Starscream? I see Starscream, Decepticons, Starscream, some other individuals that you are a fan of. Autism, what the fuck? Old man, yeah. There's a lot of stuff here. I would say you spent a while working on all these. I mean, it's really cool though. Wow, Decepticon parking only, all others will be slagged? What the hell? Oh no! I'm gonna say, this is Ruby? Are you a Ruby fan? Do I scent a Ruby fan? Because I used to love Ruby back in the day. My favorite character was Weiss. Even my name on Epic Games Launcher is Weiss on Ice. In case any of you ever want to play on the Epic Games Launcher. I don't usually play on Epic Games, but that's just a small little throwback. But yeah. Okay, this is cool to see. Thank you for showcasing this with us too. I can't imagine how long this all took you to make. I made Ruby Rose for my friend. Oh, okay. So your friend's a Ruby enjoyer. I see. It's a shame what happened with the IP, because Rooster Teeth had like a big downfall. Oh, on a side note, Val's got a question for you specifically. Have you ever listened to a song called Hell March? I have not, Cobra. I have not listened to that at all. Is it like it sounds like it's a rock song or like a heavy metal song? If you have the link for that, please send it in I believe we have a music tab still, do we? I could check that too. But thank you as well, Starscream, for showcasing this. Oh yeah, we have a music tab here too. If you want to send that my way, please do so. I would love to listen to it. But thank you again, Starscream, for showcasing that to us. I surprisingly may need to do the full-on art showcase sooner than later, since it is 11:24. I am so sorry, guys, that I didn't get a lot made today. I do apologize that. This will be done off-stream, I guarantee it. Very much so. But hopefully, my goal today is to finish all this off-stream and then have most of the Usaic War ideated and brainstormed, so then we don't really have to do too much planning prior to when the stream starts, and then we can actually start at the appropriate time that we're supposed to. I'm going to sleep now. Good night, everyone. Good night, Starscream, and thank you for taking out the time to showcase that with us all. It looks absolutely incredible, and I appreciate all the traditional arts and crafts that you do and share and showcase with us all. But yeah, have a wonderful rest of your night, Starscream. Farewell, farewell. No, I'm not. I just heard you piss on the floor. What? I heard you piss on the floor. Wait, no, I'm not. I just heard you piss on the... I didn't piss on nobody. What? I didn't piss on nobody. And I'm just gonna be thinking about Mary. Sorry, Dragon Man, I'm gonna be thinking about your wife and cool stuff for her. Oh, that looks good as well as nice. Oh, yes. Sorry, Dragon Man. I'm gonna be... Mika... Oh, sorry. I tapped the mic. Mika, out of context, that sounds so wrong. That sounds so wrong. It's like... Just... I'm picturing just Mika on the bed and just apologizing to the poor dragon guy and be like, sorry, Dragon Man, I'm gonna be thinking about your wife and cool stuff for her. It's just like, whoa, like, wait, I know the context, I may, but just hearing that without it just sounds so funny. No, oh, that looks good as well. Oh god, let me park it. Crashes Vala's ship. No! We can't be doing that! Can I have an awesome sleep dream? Okay, and I have an awesome sleep dream made a goddess and sweet dreams. Oops, I might have an awesome sleep. Shoot, just got back from a work call. Oh no, you're good, Cobra. Basically, I did say, or I did answer, it was like, if you do want to send a song for Hell March, please send it my way in the music tab. I never heard it. I've never heard of it, but I would like to listen to it too. Slimes can piss. Alright, I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. Also, if I was on Slimeverse official, can you put down where all the places are or label the places for us? Because I'm trying to make some oozes, but it's hard to see where they came from. Oh, you can't see the map too well? Like, you can't see the regions as a whole? I'm pretty, I did type those out. Is it really hard to see those? I guess maybe if it's on the phone, but I could try to do that too. I guess for me it's different because I have like the whole thing apparent, but I guess if you're on like a smaller device, it probably is a little bit trickier to read it. A piss on the port is a Tumblr ref. It means media literacy being bad. Oh, it's a saying. Well, I did not. I did not get that, unfortunately, space buttons. But now I know. Now I know a little bit more. I need to embellish myself with more stuff like that. I'm not in the Discord, I'm afraid. I'll whisper to you. Oh wait, do you have a Discord, Cobra? Oh, or do you not really use Discord at all? Because if you if you do use Discord, I mean, I do have a link that I could send your way to join our server. But if you don't have that, or if you have any other preferred means of sending messages, just let me know. If you want to whisper to me, by all means. But yeah, I do have Discord. Yeah. Oh yeah, then let me send you the link. We do have it on our where is it? On our Twitch page, like specifically, if you go to our About section and you go there, we'll have the Discord link for it. But let me send it your way still, because I always say that, but it's so much easier to just copy and paste the link. But here you go, Cobra. I keep saying Koopa. I keep almost saying Koopa for a second, but I do apologize for that. Here we go. There it is. It has been sent your way. But yeah, there's the Discord link. Oh yeah, it's all good. It is hard to see from time to time, and I know some people they can't see it on, like, if they're on the phone and whatnot. So I do like to send it as well. Thank you, but thank you for joining as well, and I thank you for all the support that you have given us for our arts endeavors as well. You gotta zoom in. I know for sure I'm going to get kicked for him saying that about Fury. Kick from him. Oh no. There's just a whole kick going on. Oh no. Let me see. Okay. I mean, if you said that and they somehow heard it, Mike, I could definitely sense or feel that Chien would not be happy with that at all. It's like, I'm sorry, Dragon Man. I'm going to be thinking about your wife. Is absolutely diabolical. Oh no. Oh, it's pretty hard to see. Oh, no, you're good. I can type them out as well. Okay, let me keep working on there. There we go, Sense. Thank you for that, Cobra, and welcome. I thought you were, for some reason, I thought you were in the Discord already, but I do appreciate if you have joined now, and thank you so much for joining our little Slimeverse endeavors there as well, too. I would say, if you ever have ideas for a character, you ever want to work on more Slimeverse stuff, or even your own OCs, there's a lot of incredible people within our community that have given great ideas in the past, name suggestions, little story tropes too. So if you ever do want to work on that, please just don't be afraid to reach out to other people there too, or also just don't be afraid to message me also, because I don't mind getting messages. Obviously, I may be a little delayed with them from time to time, but I do try my best to at least respond. It's just sometimes it may take a bit longer, but I'm all open to receiving DMs on Discord as well. And the funny part of they're technically not married, but they should at this point. Wait, they're not married? Wait, Mika, this whole time they've never been married. That's actually quite interesting. Sounds good. Delayed, yeah. Sometimes I may respond fairly quick, and other times it may take me a whole day to respond. So yes, I have a really bad habit with that. Sometimes I do get hyperfixated with working on my own stuff, and other times I am just out and about and having to do stuff outside of stream. So hopefully you guys can understand that. Most will be at the wedding. Oh my. But let me keep getting this going. But thank you so much. Thank you, Cobra, for tuning in to our Discord server as well. I need to get this going. I don't think there's too much art to showcase around this time, guys. So I'm going to be starting it around 11:50-ish. We'll have that going, and then we'll just, you know, keep working on this off stream too. Sorry that it was again delayed. I keep apologizing for the same thing, guys, but I genuinely am not trying to stream 30 minutes late. It's just that I have been trying to get everything ideated before stream starts, because if I am working on the brainstorming stage on stream, I've done it before, but it is a lot more silent, and I'm not really talking too much, so I try to at least have a good bit planned out to the point where I'm just in the lighting stage, because the lighting stage I can do fairly chill and not really have to focus too much on, right? But if I'm in the brainstorming parts, that always takes me a minute to really like process it out. So I do apologize that sometimes I may start later than normal. But that's been happening for like pretty much like this last whole month. I'm trying to change it. I am very much trying to change it. Well, it depends, because isn't there a certain person who is not happy that these two are together and preventing them from seeing each other physically, so it's a delay? Unless you want to change, go, no, they should be married now? I would say by now, like, the restrictions would probably have been lifted, because most of, if we are, I guess I could share this, the observer themselves had like pseudo restrictions, but it wasn't really pseudo restrictions on the Pantheon as a whole. It was more so the Pantheon had to re-manifest their avatars to basically go back into the Slimeverse as a whole. But obviously the observer is more fond of some of the Pantheon members more than others, and they have their own plans in that regard. So yeah, it was like a soft restriction, but not really like a hard, fully like just strict restriction where they couldn't go out and about. It was more so that the gods themselves physically could not extend outward, and obviously during like Uzaic war times and stuff like that, there was even more restrictions that were apparent with even like some of the divine Pantheon itself. Some of them did not want to have a say in the matter, others wanted to have a very active role but couldn't. So there were restrictions, but they weren't like as imposing in the present tense. I would say like right now, the Pantheon isn't really restricted too much, or if at all. I think that's fair. Okay. Yeah, there's something that I am trying to also complete, which is just getting this Uzaic portion done, and outside of that, we have a lot of golds. Oh, yes! I would say, so it was more so like the avatars couldn't manifest themselves. Well, if that's the case, yeah, they're married now. If that's the case, then yeah, they are very much in hand. Oh, okay, yeah, they are together, but I will say this, Ooze, like a lot of Ooze individuals aren't really welcomed in Sanctuary. That is something that is still apparent, but they can very much be connected, for sure. Don't mind me lurking, it's just me planning Valid's downfall. Alright? Okay. We're just saying that outright in the comments. Okay. Poor Dragon Man wasn't left alone one bit. He had a very clingy woman on him. Oh. I mean, it's another reason why she leaves Sanctuary a lot. I would say to take a break from the pettiness and the chaos that does occur within Sanctuary as a whole. Obviously, it is oddly orderly too. It's still supposed to be like the essence of chaos, but it is oddly orderly enough, despite the Observer being pure chaotic as a whole. But it's still a lot of conflicts occurring between the Pantheon members themselves. Being like, oh, who, like, I mean, maybe I'm not putting like words in the Orange God's mouth, but it's like, oh, who stole my new toaster that I just invented? Was it you again, Cleo? I would never use such a horrific contraption that you designed, machine man. It's like, oh, that's absolutely preposterous. My new machine actually can do a lot of great things for not just Slime Society, but the other galaxies as a whole. And there'll just be like a lot of small little arguments just arising from that, from over the silliest things. But no, obviously that's not a canon thing, but just as an example, something that would occur. She's sipping her tea while she just doesn't know how to deal with these guys listening to this. Oh yeah, some people would definitely go a little bit insane, but I mean, the gods have a divine temperament, you know, stuff like that. They probably would handle for eons and eons. My first comment, is that canon or no? I need the okay. Where I don't know where they appeared for specifically Hawkeye. You'd say. Is it canon? Maybe I can't really say a full-on confirm, just because I don't know how Hawkeye would have landed on the ship. I'm not like opposed to it. We can have them on it. I just need to figure out a way how they would have arrived on the Athesian as a whole. Here we go. Let's add more of this. Appears with Taka, I believe. I would have to ask Zen. Oh, so Taka had Hawkeye this whole time? Okay, so then they would be originally on the ship. If that's the case, then sure. I wouldn't mind that. I'm gonna go visit my husband. I miss my husband. I miss my husband after all this time. All these petty arguments that keep occurring. Poor Miri just having to deal with all the noise at hand. And obviously not all the gods are just overly chaotic and just trying to have stuff stir up. Like, I'm sure, like, even, like, the blue god themselves would probably not be super prone to a lot of chaotic endeavors, because maybe they're a bit more slothful in their tendencies. But there's definitely some that are just causing some things to happen, and people are just not appreciating it at all. Obviously, Cleo is, like, the premium S-tier shit stirrer when it comes to stuff like that. They love creating a lot of dramas as inspiration for their own shows that they do also showcase with their own actors across the galaxies. I wanted to DM it. I wanted to DM it to Zen though. Does Taka have Hawkeye? Sorry, my memory is terrible. I would say I don't know if that was a thing, but I guess that's something that you guys are talking about. Because obviously I don't remember that ever being stated, but if it makes sense with you guys and everybody's like okay with it, I don't mind. It's just I guess it depends. Maybe just visit him yesterday. Miri, sigh. I still miss him. I'll go visit him again. It's just after everything. It's like, oh, I miss my husband. It's been so long. Miri, it's been like a minute. A minute away from my husband is a minute spent in ill-fated choices. In moments that I just don't appreciate at all. Miri, you just like went away for a second to get some food. I miss him. Like, what? Excuse me? I mean, that's more ammo for Cleo as well, too. Cleo would call that relationship very boring and tasteless. So, yeah. But, I mean, to be fair, probably a lot of the gods, or a lot of the Pantheon members would have drowned Cleo out by now. Like, maybe the Orange God or one of the other gods have devised a way to create a muting spell for their quarters. So anytime Cleo walks in and Cleo just starts talking, they use the spell in their room to kind of like tune them out, because they're just gonna go on a whole yap session about how much better they are than the other god. So that's a thing. Hey, Cobra. I mean, yeah, that's the dynamic between the two. Well, she doesn't like a stableness. Ooh, that's true. I was like, Cleo specifically, Mike? I was like, Cleo does not like any I guess boring endeavors too. Basically her, yes. I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot. I'll be back. Oh, God. Oh, let me reset the song, too, because we were getting towards the end. We are getting close to doing our little art showcase time, guys. We have like 5-ish, 6-ish more minutes. I'm trying to line this all up. Maybe I can get this all lined up in that time span. That is my goal. Because at least if we can get one of these shots drawn out on stream, I think that's a win for me. So that is going to be something that I'm going to try to do right now. I just saw my life flash before my eyes. Oh my God, Myth, are you okay? Wait, what happened? Also, welcome, Myth, but are you okay? Wait, what happened? Did you? I hope you're doing well. I miss my husband, Val. I miss him a lot. I'll be right back. Oh, Val, Mike, Val. Yes, Mike. Is there something you want to say? Did I DM'd you something? Oh, Lotus said that. Let me keep this going right here. Sorry, let me speed run some of these structures too, guys. It's taking a second, but I'm just gonna try to get it done right now. Because once I get this over with, I'll check out the art showcase. We'll wrap things up for today, and then we'll keep on going afterwards. Oh, sorry, I just messed up the text. Oh, I see. I miss my husband Val. I miss him a lot. I'll be right back. Oh, was it Mika or was this Miri specifically? It's like Mika's like, wait, Mika or no, Mika's just like, wait, we're not married yet. I see. Well, manager got reminded tomorrow is gift giving day at school. Oh, is it, Space Buns? What do you have to gift somebody like an intricate like a gift, or is it just something that you made like arts and crafts based? There's gift giving day at school? That's a thing? I think the closest thing I had over here was like maybe during my Spanish class, we would have to like make a little like a handcrafted thing for somebody else, but it was never like anything we had to like buy. Okay. Mika doesn't have the balls to say that yet. Mika doesn't have the balls to ask Callahan the way you're asking me for my hand in marriage. Callahan nervously sweating. It's like, wait, Callahan just absolutely turning into a mess when that day arrives. Usually their cool, calm composure has been thrown out to the side. Oh no. Well, hopefully gift giving day isn't too problematic as well, Space Buns. Hopefully it's not too bad. Let's have this going here too. We have a lot of these little groups that do need to get finished. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to, let me speed this up a little bit more. I know these, I keep having to like say to myself that these scenes aren't going to be on for a really long time, but I keep wanting to like fully flesh them out to keep them super detailed, but it is what it is. On the bus, and this lady stops right in front of the bus because a high schooler flipped her off. She started swearing at my poor bus driver. Steve, my guy, was just taking it. But here's the thing, when the bus stopped, me and half the people on the bus got thrown halfway across the floor. Everyone getting concussion on a pole. Jesus, man, that's horrible to hear. Oh my god. I'm so sorry that you experienced that too, but that is terrible, especially for that bus driver to do. A high school flipped her off and then she just started swearing. I would say they didn't even consider everybody that was just on the bus at all. I am so sorry that you experienced that, Myth. That's absolutely terrible. Hopefully you didn't get like a concussion or any like major injury, but that is so bad to hear. Nope, we do gift giving with budgets. The class teacher makes paper strips and we gotta choose one. That's how we choose. So you get like a budget, so it was everyone given like a certain amount of money, and then you just gotta go out to the bout and like buy something for like your pseudo secret Santa individual. Funny enough, I like that idea. She's the one that pops the question and kind of just becomes a mess. Like, wait, I wasn't expecting this happening. I would say I'm extremely sorry to hear that Myth went through that too. Looks the one who asked for Mika. That would be diabolical. Oh my goodness. It doesn't have that as well. Okay. Let me get this also going. I'm fine, just pissed at the lady. Rightfully so, though, Myth. You have every right to be pissed at the lady for that. I feel really bad for my guy Steve, best bus driver to ever live. Bro was chill while being insulted and sworn out. I must say, that does suck that you experienced that, but I'm happy to hear that you're doing fine. 3,000 monies? It was the limit for us, not much. Is it called monies? Is that the currency you use in Hungary? Space Buns? Because I never heard of the currency. We had the same. Oh wait, you guys do that over there too, Hollow? That's interesting. I would say we never had to do that either. Like we would make our own arts and crafts. But I mean, to be fair, my school system is not the best. I will continue to say that. The American education system fluctuates a lot depending where you are from, like depending what state it is. Even in the same states, you could have some schools that are really good and some schools that are absolutely terrible. It depends where you're from. It sucks. but I didn't know that was like more of a common thing. That's relieved to hear that you're doing all right. The time you need, that just sounds horrible. I'm gonna say, please take it easy. Even if you haven't like suffered from a concussion or anything like that, Myth, I just hope that you are able to at least chill a bit more now after experiencing that. But it always sucks to hear. Nope, it's foreign, but I call it money to sound funnier. That's understandable. Space buns. I didn't know if that's what it was actually worded as. So I was like, wait, you guys use your currencies called monies? That's interesting. But thank you for clarifying that. 3,000, but is that a lot? Like, okay, for 3,000 forint, I probably butchered that statement. What can you buy with that, Space Buns? Like, can you buy like an actual, like, I don't know, a video game? Can you buy like a stuffed animal? Like, what's the most expensive thing you could potentially purchase with that budget? I barely remember anything from school. Most of my life skills have been from work and friends, but staying school kids. It's like, I could say that too, Cobra, like as someone that went to college and stuff. I don't remember most of the things I was taught. A lot of the stuff that you do tend to adapt or tend to learn is from experience, actual experience, or just like work life or friends, stuff like that too. So Cobra is correct about that, but even despite that, I would also argue to still stay in school, guys, because at least in America, it's still having a degree gives you still way more opportunities than not having a degree. Or at least if you don't like college, try to go to a trade school. Going to like some sort of trade school is even arguably better than college a lot of times, depending on what you do want to learn. I still think like stuff like IT, like STEM stuff, going to a school is still nice, but there are other degrees that are not the best to get, and you may not get a good job from it. So I still would advocate college as a good form of education, but also trade schools as well. I know some of my friends that went to trade schools, and they are making big. They are making so much money. Yeah, you get to a random person, you have to find them a gift. Okay, so it's like a Secret Santa thing, right, Hollow? And everyone receives them on the last day of school. Usually just a Christmas party each class holds in the classrooms. I wish I had something like that, Hollow. I never, we never had anything like that over here. If it was like elementary, middle, or high school, we never got to experience that. That sounds really cool. I guess it will depend which, who's your Secret Santa in particular? Because maybe they'll give you something very troll or something that you probably don't want to see. Valid question. Who would pop the question between Miri and Shien? Probably Miri. It would probably it's weird to say this, BK, but I pseudo envision some of the dynamic between Miri and Shien, kind of how Mika and Callahan interact with one another. I see a lot of parallelism between the two, and I wouldn't be surprised if some plot points occur in the future that kind of go hand in hand with both of those different dynamics. But I would say Miri would pop up the question. That would be my guess. Short tail update. He's napping cozy style. Thank you for letting me know about that too, Zen. I'm happy that Short Tail's doing very well too. I hope that you guys are able to get them to the vet sooner than later tomorrow. But thank you for letting us know. Thank you so much. So conversions of 3,000 forints is equal to $9 USD. Ooh, okay, so it's $9. What can I get with $9? I'm not gonna. What would I give somebody? I guess it depends who it is. But I mean, $9 isn't. I mean, you could get something decent. I guess I would need to know the person a bit more. But I guess it would be like some sort of. I guess like a. If I was like a kid or if I was much younger, it'd be some toy. But obviously, like the older you get, I'll maybe like, oh, here's actually, I don't know. It depends. If the person likes food, maybe give them like some sort of like food. If they like a certain toy or they're like into like some certain fandoms, maybe some sort of cool little print or keychain. You know, yeah, I think it does vary, but I can't really think of a good on-the-cuff gift. Like, it's very person to person. In practice, everyone was asking around about who got who, and there were at least a few exchanges. That's nice. So then it was certain people that were able to change with one another. Also, thank you for the hydrate and posture check, Zen. Thank you. Let's get that going. I am bleeding a little bit of my time, guys, for the art showcase, but I will still. I'm really close to finishing the line art here. I'm gonna finish this line art, and we're gonna rip the art showcase as well. But I'm interested. I didn't know that you guys had like that kind of Secret Santa type of thing. Sorry, I'm stretching real quick too. Ugh. Okay. Back we go. Let's get it. XT. Oh my god, Hollow said something similar. She said she senses to her shadowing. Censor the shadowing. Oh, like some foreshadowing events or like the connections between the two. I mean, I agree with Hollow then, because I do see some form of parallels, and I wouldn't be surprised if something like that occurs in the future. Who knows? Right? Because the gods will be dabbling a lot of things. So we'll see. We'll see. Personally, I personally basket mom for a Santa bag. I got a mug and 2 chocos as a gift for the Secret Santa. That's actually a really good gift. Not basket. I personally asked mom for a Santa bag. I got a mug and 2. Okay, so then you got a mug and 2 and a Santa bag and 2 chocos. I mean, that's a good little gift, I will say. I would appreciate that personally. If I was the recipient from that Secret Santa gift, Space Buns, I would be very, very appreciative of that. I wonder what other people will be giving tomorrow. Let me know what common gifts you see, Space Buns, if you do manage to tune into tomorrow's stream, because I would be very, very curious, because we never did stuff like that. I'm very, very envious. People wanted their friends. What can I say? That's understandable. I would want my friend too, because then it'll be like, oh, what do you want for the Secret Santa? What do you want for like $9 to $10? This. What the hell would I don't even know what I'd want. I don't know if I was the recipient, but probably just anything in reality. Or maybe like, yeah, I don't even know. I'm not really one that's like prone to gifts, guys. I haven't really gotten a lot of stuff for myself in a while. I mainly just try to, like, the last thing I really bought was like maybe like a game or two, but outside of that, I haven't really been trying to seek anything too crazy, aside from the obvious, like, oh, like I'll get Dispatch later on, I'll get Crossworlds later on too, like I'll get those games, but in terms of like other things outside of that, I can't really think of too much. Let's get these little ships going as well. Let's draw that out. Sorry that I'm very delayed on the art showcase, guys. I'm just gonna draw this really quickly, and then we'll move on to what we have to show. Some kids said they give the others cigarettes and be done with it. What the hell? Oh my. Oh, isn't I know it's a bit of it's a cultural difference. I could be wrong, but I guess this is more of I've heard this in France. Is it? I don't know if you guys know this, because obviously you guys aren't from France, but I don't know if it's a common thing over there. Do younger individuals smoke a lot in European countries? Like very, very young individuals? Because what I was told, like there's very young kids that do that over there, and I just thought that was really at least from over here, it's generally looked down upon, but I just didn't know if that was a common occurrence. And basically, remember, you said, I sense the foreshadowing that Miri falls in love with the Wild God. Ooh. Some kid, and you said, I see the parallels for the foreshadowing. Yes, I would say I saw the parallels, and I guess Hollow also saw the connotations connecting to that too. Oh, you should buy yourself a nice hat. Hey, a nice hat would be cool. I mean, I wouldn't mind a hat. Even though I do like showing off my very luscious slime hair as well. The last thing I bought was my Thor. I mean, but that was a big investment though, Space Buns. A good thing to purchase. I mean, I guess I don't really need a Steam Deck or a handheld device like that, but I have been in the mood to play older emulated games. That's something that very much interests me too. Let me get these little boxes going. Hollow. I was like, Hollow predicted it, and I know Vector as well also called it too with some predictions. Like Hollow and Vector are really good with like answering some questions that kind of go in hand with at least what I know I've been cooking up, and I know even I guess Hollow in regards to what Mika's been thinking about. There have been a lot of like really good ideas that have been bouncing forth. Oh no, but here kinda yes. Got you, Space Buns. Because I've heard of them in the past, I just didn't know. Because even over here, I mean, I know it's like we all have like very different cultural tendencies and stuff like that. So I'm always a little curious to a little bit more about like the social norms in other places. Just over here, I was very, very curious because when you brought that up, I was like, oh, that's it. That's interesting to know about. Let's have this dated too. Sorry that I'm taking a little bit longer than usual to get the art showcase, guys. I am delayed. If I did actually finish this the time that I was supposed to, then I wouldn't be struggling with this right now. But let me just get this finished right here. Okay, that's done. We have some little box shapes here too. I'm trying to put these all in separate layers just so when I have this in the video itself, they'll all be moving at a different pace. That's why I always try to cut these up differently. Let me have that there. We'll have like another one there just to show some like very blocky flying crafts. And that should be it. Okay. Yeah, that is everything for now. Okay. We're a little late, guys. I'm sorry. But it is what it is. I'm going to be putting this in its own folder. I'll label that ships. And then we'll showcase your guys' incredible artwork as always. Boom. Ships. Okay. Done. We got the first panel done. Basically, next up, guys, we have in store, what will it be? Will it be the other shots here too? Oh yeah, it'll just be Aegis talking to some of the slimes, them being a little bit scared of what Aegis is talking about, or Aegis's appearance, being like, oh, ew, you look different from us! What? No! And then some of them will go, actually, I think she looks quite pretty. And the other ones will be like, wow, I can't even understand what they're saying. It's like different talks and different dialects. Wow, you're like a monster. Get away from me. And then other people will be like, oh, well, actually, I'm gonna go hear what the words are because I actually really like what they're saying and maybe they have a point. It's like, no, they're not a slime at all. They're a monster. They're a mon. Like, yeah, it's not good, guys. It's gonna be very scared. They're gonna be scared, and yeah, that's what will be going on. So she's gonna be doing everything in her power to gain an audience with the slimes and hope that they can change how they expand and let them know and hope that there's people out there that do care about PLEAAASE as a planet. Because if they don't care, guys, if they don't care at all, this will happen. This will occur, and a very bad omen. The death of PLEAAASE itself, the very first planet as a whole, will perish. Basically it, yeah. But that's kind of what Aegis is trying to do. Hopefully we get that done today. That's very much my goal. Hopefully Aegis also doesn't have an untimely demise to her. But since some of you have seen what happens later on, I can't really spoil the specifics of what happens later. But we'll see. There's some things that you guys do know about, but there's some other things that I'm going to try to balance within the Slimeverse video that I'm excited to showcase, rubbing my slimy hands deviously, trying to not spoil too much, but that's what we got going, guys. Okay. Ooh, oh no, Mickey! That's a child design, so we're going that. That's on the wild god himself. I'm so sorry for the miscommunication. Oh no, it's a-okay. Oh, when I told you about the violet sun god. Oh, okay. For foreshadowing. You can do that on PC too if you don't want to buy something new. New takes a bit of configuring with the keys, but otherwise works well. Oh, for emulating? Are you talking about something else, Space Buns? Sorry that I missed some of the comments there. I went on a little bit of a tangent. Giant woman. I would say, in comparison to the slimes, oozes are very tall. And you know what's funny? Aegis isn't even a tall ooze. She's only 7'3", and most oozes are generally much taller than that. And you know what? It's okay, Aegis. You know, there's nothing wrong with being a bit of a shorter individual. I myself am very tall, 4'7" slime. Take great pride in consideration that we're all made very differently, and there's nothing wrong with being a bit of a shorter individual. I will say though, if I was next to Aegis in this picture, I would probably be probably like this tall. But I would be very, very triumphant and be like, yes, Aegis, I do side with you, and I, as another very tall individual, will stand by this, and I will not let anyone height shame you at all. But yeah, I would probably be, I think, around this height. Yeah, I think comparison to the other ones, because that one's like 5 foot, that one's like maybe like 7 foot over here. Oh, no, not 7 foot. That one's probably like 6 foot. This one's like 5 foot. This one's like probably another 5 foot. Yeah, I think I'd be very menacingly to some of these. But whatever, I don't want to talk about too much. We're going on a side tangent, guys. I need to talk about the art showcase. Let me go over here. Emulating, got you, Space Buns. I would say I can definitely do that on computer with my very legally owned games that I probably will play through virtually. But I was questioning whether or not if I should get like an emulated device. Now, should I do the joke or not? Wait, what joke? I am not bald, Lotus. I'm not bald at all. She's pretty. Oh, who in particular? Are you talking about Aegis specifically, Mike? Or are you talking about one of the other individuals? Giant woman, yes. Haha, shorty. I am not short. I am tall for my. I'm not. We're not having this argument again. I'm not. I genuinely know how tall I am, and I'm tall for my slime height. So I'm gonna move on and pretend that wasn't said. Okay. Art time! Let's get it, guys. Let's go all the way up. I know. Remember how I said we do the art showcase, and it's been like 10 more minutes? I am so bad at this, guys. We've been doing this like every stream for a while, and I've been struggling. But let's also move on. I believe this is Scruffy, but I can't see the names. Yeah, I can't see the names, unfortunately, but I think this may be Scruffy. We have an artwork right here, my proud piece. I absolutely adore this. I will say, I'm not too sure if it is. Can anyone confirm if this is Scruffy or not? Because I think I'm in streamer mode and I don't know how to disable it, unfortunately. And I would hate to give the wrong person credit. But I will say, whoever did draw this did an incredible job with this small, foxy individual just crying. I think it is, because I remember Scruffy having a sort of OC like this, but I could be wrong. Vala, should I fit the joke or not? It's for the comic. I mean, if you want to add a joke, Lotus, by all means, go for it. If you want that to be included. Val, I haven't met her, but only heard about her, but I already miss her. Ooh. So, are you talking about Aegis? Are you talking about Aegis specifically, or are you talking about somebody else? Or is that a reference that I'm missing out on? Oh, that a true fella. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's Scruffy. Thank you. I didn't want to tweak, guys, because it's been a while since Scruffy has posted artworks in our server, and I saw the S, and I really thought it was Scruffy, because I know Scruffy has a OC that is kind of like a foxy or like a canine type of individual. Yes, Angus, I miss her. Is Angus? Oh! It's supposed to be a serious situation. It's supposed to be, I know it's a typo, it's okay. But if you never known Aegis, and you do miss Aegis, I can understand why. I can understand why. As somebody, I'm sorry if I go on another side tangent as well. Believe me, Mika, I miss her too. I miss her too, but believe me, I miss her more than some of you may or may not know. But yeah, it's something that I will probably not talk about too much in the foreseeable future, but just a little bit. Dirt. Oh, wait, so this is what Spaceman has been working on too? A Footrella? No, it's Cerebral. I remember the audio I sent you. Yes, the audio was. Oh, remember the audio I sent you? Oh, do you want me to say or like play the audio too, Mike? Because I can do that too. So this was the little witch that you made, Space Buns? I thought you said you made a creature, or maybe other people made a creature and you crafted a witch. I mean, it looks nice. This kind of looks like clay, but it's dirt specifically, or is it like a blood? Is clay dirt? Is that like the dumb question to ask, guys? Yeah, dirt baby. It looks nice. I like the little hats as well. As somebody that struggles making hats, or at least drawing hats, seeing a little witch hat looks very lovely. And thank you for showcasing this too. See, we still got hit with the Space Buns tax, but it wasn't the usual Space Buns drawing. It was a little dirt witch creation, and I love this as well. They're a wonderful little fella as well. But thank you, Space Buns, for showcasing this. Valis, there's a new thread. Oh, thank you for letting me know about that too. I think clay is a type of dirt, can translate very well. Oh, I see. I'm gonna say clay is dirt. I just didn't know if they were separate, because whenever I think of dirt, I think of like soil for some reason, or like I guess the stuff that grass grows on. I mean, okay, I'm gonna sound stupid. You know what? I'm a slime. I'm a slime, guys. I don't know what this soil and dirt is in general, so forgive me for not really knowing the differences between clay and soil, because over here it's one big gelatinous slimy pasture of green that sometimes has a little brownish undertone to it, and yeah, it's very different from Earth's capabilities. But right here, we have another one courtesy of Moxie. Random sketching class that could be Jimmy Bob Johnson, but probably not because they look too interesting to be called that. I completely forgot about the Jimmy Bob Johnson incident that we talked about earlier today. I completely forgot. And also, Mika gave me permission to play the voice. So if you do remind me, Mika, I will be playing that after we showcase these artworks too. So wait, so courtesy of Moxie, we have not Jimmy Bob Johnson, because apparently this does look too cool to be Jimmy Bob Johnson, or to be named Jimmy Bob Johnson. I do like some of the tropes, or not tropes, but the little characteristics that you added here, because I remember these little triangles remind me a lot of Hollow Slime's eye shapes as well, and I thought that's really pretty, because I know some of you guys weren't here earlier, but we did tie a poll for which color Jimmy Bob Johnson should be, making them a temporary fused slime, and having one of them be a pink slime and the other one being a blue slime. So I'm excited to see what that creation may be at the end of the day. Hopefully Moxie does showcase some more progress on that, because Moxie's artworks are always incredible, and I'm excited to see, because we haven't done a lot of temporarily fused slime OCs. I remember Nami and Amira that Hollow worked on, and I absolutely adore them, so I'm excited to see how Jimmy Bob Johnson ends up being ideated. So big shout out to Moxie for that too. Ooh, the actual drawing, another drawing courtesy of Space Buns. Whoa, a man. Ooh, I was saying, because Space Buns usually draws a lot of female characters, me too as well, and seeing something like this is really nice too. I love the rendering. I am always a sucker for this type of rendering that you do, Space Buns, that feels like non-saturated, but like very grainy with these textures. Obviously, like some of it comes from the brush and stuff like that too, but seeing how you render it in this manner is always really cool, because it's not like a traditional feel, but it conveys some form of traditionalism with like some other digital effects, because obviously it's done on a digital canvas. So yeah, this is really cool. And I've been loving the brush that you've been using too. The brush as well, that's like the more like painty or like splotchy one, is really nice. Very nice. Yes, I agree complete too, Cobra. It's so well done. Oh, they also have some scale effects there too. I didn't even notice that too much. It kind of got blended into the shading. I didn't see that early. See, stuff like that too, that helps a lot with seeing the process. So if other people ever do want to showcase their own time lapses to see how, or to like share everybody else with how they work on artworks, please feel free to as well, because every time Spaceman shows these, it's so nice. Also, the art was indeed scruffy. Yes, I would say, because Zen did confirm it too, and I'm very thankful for that. Because I knew I had a hunch it was scruffy, but I didn't want to say because I was in streamer mode, and just seeing that was very nice. Oh my god. Oh my god. Grump but sketch? Wait. Zen. You did not just draw. Well, you did. Of course, you said you were doing this, but in this style, it's so nice. It looks like it generally does look like the portrait of. Oh my God! It was the individual that Cobra was talking about earlier from the Civil War. I forgot his name, but it looks just like that portrait of them in the same manner. Whoa! That was boring AF. Hey Moxie, welcome back. I will say the character that you did draw before, or like for I guess it was originally Jimmy Bob Johnson, but now I guess it's gonna be some other character, looks really sick, and I'm happy that you did share them with us, and I'm excited to see what happens in the future in regards to them too. Oil paint filter, sorry. Ooh, okay. Thank you for letting me know about that too, Space Buns. Because like it's texture brush and filters being sharpened and posturized, also an oil paint filter. Got you. Stuff like that is really cool to see too. I always like finding fun ways to make things look a bit more traditional on a digital tablet. Obviously some brushes help with that too, and some filters and different effects can also convey that sense. So thank you for letting me know about that as well, Space Buns. Space Buns art always looks legendary. You know what looks legendary? Them. You made Volks look actually legendary as well. Spaceman's art's always incredible too, and all of you guys' arts is always wonderful to see. And just seeing the fact that Seth took out the time to make our Volks, individual Volks antagonists. Well, I mean, he's just a grumpy man that has had a lot taken from them by the oozes on Teldris's coast. Yeah, it's something. Ambrose Burnside. Yes, I'll pull up a picture of him. Let me do that as well, Cobra. Let me get Ambrose Burnside side by side. I'm actually curious. Oh no, they didn't get the same picture, but they look so similar. It looks like it would fit this template, like right here, guys. It looks like a very old-timey war photo, and I wouldn't be surprised if Volks had a picture of them in that black and white style in their own household. But this is so cool. Thank you again, Zen, for taking out the time to draw this, because we have just a little picture there side by side. It would fit. They do look like someone that would be within a war, or even starts a war and commits heinous war crimes. Heinous war crimes. Oh. Wait, Zen, that's so good. Yeah, I agree, Mike. Oh, wait, I think I messed up. I'm so tired, I apologize. Wait, did you mess up, Mike? Wait, what did you mess up on? I don't think you messed up on anything. I think you said it right. Oh, yes, Stash. War crimes, I am summoned. Welcome back, Lux. We're a little delayed in our art showcase, but Zen and a lot of incredible creators within our little Slimeverse community have blessed us with some more artworks. Zen drawing a more rendered version of the commander of the military, Volks, who will be susceptible, and you will see a lot in the Uzake War portion of our video, and we'll have our Uzake War video as its own separate thing, too. Stash, OMG, yes. Oh, I didn't mess up. Okay, good. I would say I don't think you messed up at all, BK. I think you did perfectly fine. If you said Zen, Stash, everyone's looking at the Stash. There'd be Shiny. I would say this is great. This is absolutely incredible too. I'd rather be Shiny. Okay. What is next? Let me see. Oh, also thank you for joining the server too, Cobra. Thank you for that. Oh, Mike, let me check that out too. Let me get the audio going, because this is a voice line that was recorded by Mike. This may be very low or very high as well, guys. I do apologize in advance, but let me mute the audio from our Persona track real quick. And this, for context, guys, is little version voice of Mika. So I believe a much younger version of Mika as well. A little sneak peek. But let me play this out.
Hello. This is just the testing voice. I'm thinking of baby Mika, or little Mika.
Aww.
My uncle said I should say hi, and I hope you have a lovely day.
That's cute. Yeah, it's a very fitting voice. And obviously it's gonna be fitting because it's Mike voicing their own character. But you did convey that perfectly well too, Mike. Thank you so much for sharing that with us as well. Because we probably will have some flashback moments where we have younger versions of the slime individuals at hand for some of the comics, or maybe some animatics as well too. So getting to learn more of that is really exciting. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you so much. What is next? That's done. I don't think there's anything else to share there. Not My Arts. Yes, we got to showcase the Not My Art section as well. I remember Cerebral was talking about this too. So, boom. Speaking of which, we gotta get this going. I have no clue who the Civil War man is, honestly. I don't know who they are either, Sen. Their name was pretty metal, though. I'm not condoning any of whatever they've done in that, but I will say Ambrose Burnside is a very cool Burnside at least is a cool last name. I will say that. But everything outside of that, I don't know that person at all either. I did post a commission on the other art section. Oh yes, we are going to be showcasing that as well too. Let me get that going. But yeah, courtesy of Cerebral, Hollow also screaming. It was very cute, and I'm very happy that Mike did take out the time to share that with us as well. Also, don't forget to check the new thread. I will remind you. Got you. But yes, in Not My Art, Cerebral did post a commission art by Wuna_Quinn. So we have this to showcase. It's a very cool OC. I do like it's not one-to-one like in the Darkest Dungeon style, but I like how dark and grimy it feels. I very much like how they rendered the character too, with some of these darker tones, very sinister smile as well. I would say this artist did an incredible job, and I would say if this was a commission, I would have felt really, I felt like my money would have been well spent with this one too. So this looks really good. I love the horns too and how they were rendered, having like this very sharp, angular approach to it. That's something that I'm always a personal fan of, especially whenever I'm designing characters too. So this is really well done. I would say shout out to Wuna_Quinn. They did a great job. I heard y'all like color palettes. Oh, it's not a, is it a commission? I also got this done by Chericus. Ooh. Yeah, so Cerebral Cloud at 92. That's really good too. I would say though, I think OC is just really incredible, and seeing both the artworks done by one very talented artists is always nice to see as well. Maybe Mika spontaneously crying. Oh no. I say this is really good. I love the, I would say for me personally, like more like Milla pen type of like hard brush drawings is something that I like. The gestures are very, very lovely too. And thank you as always, Cerebral, for showcasing more calm work or showcasing just any artworks that other artists have done as well. But this looks incredible. I absolutely love this. So yeah, shout out to Wuna_Quinn and shout out to Chericus for drawing these. These are really well done. What is that? Space Buns with another comic? If it's a fairly... Oh, it's only 2 pages. Okay. I was like, if it was a longer comic, I probably couldn't share this, but what do you got here? Deep in the Jorvik Woods, the Pandorian stream of power is growing strong. I've got amazing powers of observation. The humans are moving fast, heading towards a collision. Oh, is it got a chuff? The guy's driving, and then they're about to crash with a horse. Oh no! Whoomp! Oh, and then they crashed here. Oh no! I'll say this is a really dark story. What is this in context for? Is this I'm very, very curious as to what this is in relation to. This, I don't know if it's SSO. Is it SSO? Can we talk about how Linda and Elisa killed a police officer? Wait, what? I would say, I'm curious as to what fiction this is, Spaceman's. If you are still here, is this SSO stuff? Or is this from a different media in general? I would say, regardless, the drawings are really well done. I hope to one day get to this style of rendering, especially for like a more traditional comic feel, but it looks incredible. It looks very, very incredible, despite it being a very dark undertone. A very, very dark undertone right there. But yes. Oh, we also have Cobra with another incredible. So this is a commission. This commission back from Deputy Rust. And this looks badass too. I'm gonna say, looking at this more mecha design, looks really cool. The little rodent is so cute. Arrest him, pepperoni random fella. I'm gonna say they perished. But I would say, Cobra, this commission is sick. This commission is really, really well done. And I love how dynamic it looks, where they're like in action and trying to like dash forward. Or maybe they're like braking as well with a lot of the kind of like skid marks, the action lines, and the kind of like dust that's kicking up. I mean, that's cool. And I love that it's like an absolute black rendering. This is something that I personally always struggle with, where you kind of see with my own Hades style from time to time, blocking things in and making them look interesting while keeping certain details still apparent is always a struggle for me. Maybe for some artists too, but this Rusty, their neighbor, Deputy Rust in particular, did an incredible job with this. Like, I would say, like, breaking in the silhouettes and blocking that in with the foreshadowing and like the perspective, like depth, using that is really, really cool. It's a lot easier to see here with like the whole thing not blocked in by shadow than it is like zooming in, because everything kind of gets blocked out. But right here, they did an incredible job. If you open it in browser, you can see the high contrast a bit better. Yeah, I would say right here, it is definitely a lot better rendered out. Well, not rendered out, but you can kind of see the absolute black values here better than just doing it like this. You kind of like lose a lot of the shape design, but right here, it looks way, way better. I could open it where, can I try to open a tab? It's not giving me the option. Actually, can I copy image, open link? Open link, let me see. Okay, yeah, there we go. So this is a better depiction, because here at least I can make it a lot larger. Yeah, for some reason in Discord, some images, if they're too dark, some of those values will just get like completely blocked out by the program just graying everything else. But right here, you can definitely see what I'm talking about. Like the shapes are super interesting, and being able to block this in completely makes it have that more graphic and dynamic feel. Something that I personally want to get better at. But yeah, a really nice commission as always, though, Cobra. I would love to see some other commissions that you've gotten too, whether if it's your own OCs or other characters that you're a fan of, because stuff like this is really sweet. But thank you, as always. I shall now tap that out. Let me check memes as well, and then I'll check threads, and that should be it for now, guys. I'm not checking memes. I'm not checking memes. I saw what was in memes. I am not checking memes. Okay, guys, what's in threads? What is in threads? Oh, I don't get a lot, I'm afraid. Oh, do you not, Cobra? I mean, I would say some comms are fairly pricey, but, oh god, what happened? Why am I not? I'm talking, but I'm not talking at the same time. Wait, am I muted? Wait, what happened? I've been silenced on my OBS. What is this? Did I miss checking, not my arts? Yes, Cerebro, we did check. What is happening? I can't speak. I'm blocked out. What is this? What occurred? Oh, it's whatever. It's fine, guys. I'll just telepathically. I'll use one of my powers to telepathically speak through you guys. It's okay. It is what it is, guys. No worries. But let me see what else we have here. Real quick, I'll check the threads and I'll go back to Not My Art. I was gonna say, Cerebral, for your specific Not My Art stuff, was that your own OC in particular? Was that somebody else's artwork? Because it sounds like it was your own character. But really quickly, we have a new thread courtesy of Lotus, and that is Lotus's Comics. Ooh. So we have a new big announcement where Lotus has their own dedicated sketchbook for their own comic work. I think that's very cool to see. Hope my girl was good. Your girl was incredible. I would say the art that you got commissioned, Cerebral, was so lovely to see. And I thank you so much for showcasing that as well, guys. If you or anyone else here has commissions that you do want to showcase to everyone, please don't be afraid to do so. L plus ratio Valis has no jaw, Calvo Val. Okay, you know what, Lotus? I won't show this town then anymore, because you're gonna be this rude to me, even though I myself am just trying to, like, figure out why I'm not even talking at the moment. It makes no sense why, but it is what it is. I thought it would be working, but I guess not. But yeah, Lotus has a thread here, guys. It's comics, so if you want to tune in and check that out, please feel free to do so. It's A-okay, and it looks very lovely as always. I don't think there's too much else to showcase outside of that, aside from Not My Arts as well, where we have Cerebral showcasing the OC as well. It's something that I did say previously, where I just liked the rendering a lot. I liked the more grim vibe to it as well, so that was something that I thought was really cool. Very cool. But thank you again for showcasing that as well, Cerebral. I'm excited to see more stuff in the future. Same with this as well. This drawing and seeing it like just in a pure, like, I guess, pseudo millipede rendering was really nice. What? I was never rude. Hi to comments. Sure thing. Sure thing, Cerebral. I don't know why my thing is freaking out a bit, guys, but maybe that's a sign that I should probably start wrapping stuff up, because for some reason it doesn't want to work, and I don't know how to fix it at all. So yeah, we'll see what happens. What if I'm not gonna tune out, but what if I do tune out and go somewhere else? Maybe that'll work, or maybe it won't. Oh, it did work. Oh wow, I just had to go out of the frame for a little second. There's art in the comic section showing close-ups to my art. Understood, Lotus. Leave some Easter eggs on my Lotus comic page if you want to take a second look. Understood, Lotus. Call me bold, but if you guys are excited or do want to tune into Lotus's comic works, please check out the threads. Lotus did take out the time to work on this, so yeah, check that out, and we will leave it on this frame right here, guys. Tomorrow we have more Slimeverse stuff to work on. I'm gonna get everything lined up as well. That's our big goal. I really hope that I will be able to get that done for you all in a timely future. My main goal right now is to get everything thumbnailed, so that's that's what we will be doing. But yeah, guys, stay oozy, gooey, slimy, sticky, jelly, whatever you prefer. Have a wonderful rest of your day, / evening / night. And yeah, guys, I really appreciate all the work that you guys have shared, all the ideas that you guys have shared, and I myself am excited to just get more of this going to you guys, because there's a lot of lore that still needs to be developed, and I myself will try my damnedest to get it to you guys in a timely manner. But yeah, guys, farewell till next time. Actually, wait, is there somebody I can stream? Is there somebody I can stream? I'm leaving, but I'm gonna see if there's somebody we can... Nope, there's nobody we can raid. Okay, well, I always want to check. But yes, goodbye. Farewell.